All right. How you guys doing? All right. How you guys doing? Can anyone hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you, bro.
All right. Hold on for 1 second. Shoot, gotta get this. Hold on. Gotta get this thing set up here. Damn it.
And I just got a notification from YouTube saying you're doing a live stream for Fantasy Star Online too.
Yeah, it actually it's working. It actually worked pretty well for me.
Wait, so are you gonna be on Discord or YouTube?
I'm on I'm on Discord chatting, but I'm on YouTube using Restream. Is
Wait,
that
what's D stream?
Restream? That's pretty much where you can stream your games to pretty much any multiple websites. So if I'm streaming on YouTube on Restream, I can stream games to like Twitch, YouTube.
Oh wait, what's it called again? I think I'm getting it wrong. Like, how do you call it?
Restream. You know,
Oh,
as
Restream.
yeah,
Okay.
as in like what the
Like,
NPCs do on
like
Twitter.
so. Oh yeah, because I've seen that before where people um like live stream to multiple platforms at once.
Yeah, hold on for 1 second. Let me fix this right quick.
Am I really the only one here besides you?
Yeah, I just started it, so
Hmm.
yeah. Hold on, hold on, right quick. Okay, can anyone hear me? All right, so if everything doesn't go completely to shit right now, I guess we can get started. Yeah, so let me hold on for a second. Let me okay, blah blah blah. Yeah. Ah, jeez, hold on. Sorry. Um, is anyone still there? All right. Sorry about that. Shoot, should have really. I don't know why I don't know why I keep sucking at doing this. It's not
What's the
right.
problem?
No, it's just that I every time I try to get prepared for something, usually always all these
Okay,
technical.
does it work now?
Yeah, it works. It's just that
Yeah, I'm just
sometimes
headphones.
restream really trips me up sometimes because I don't want to give my personal information away, so I just do it manually.
I understand. You need to keep
Wait, how would
yourself
your
occupied.
personal information be given away?
Uh,
Oh,
in order to do this automatically, you had to pretty much sign in with your Google account or your official account, and I didn't want to do that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so hold on. Well, let's first off let me check if I'm can you hear me on the stream?
I
Yeah,
can
yes,
let
I
me
did.
let me try.
I can
I'm
hear
gonna
you
check
in
it out.
here.
But
Let me just
can you hear me like on
real
the
quick.
YouTube or like Twitter? I mean, so YouTube or Twitch?
Check that out then.
Oh, I
Okay,
can
I
hear
do
your
that.
voice on there.
Okay, so I'm loud, so I'm clear, right?
Yeah, speaking
Oh boy.
Bluetooth, still speaking, short on battery.
Yeah,
I'm charging and
Windows 10 gaming, everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, so Yeah.
Is the stream supposed to be a little bit behind? Because when I listened to it, like what we said like a couple seconds ago, like would play.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it's lagging. Like I said, it's I don't know why it's lagging so much, but if you can bear with me, that's great.
Okay.
So hold on. Hold on for a second here. You guys can talk within yourselves, trying to get everything all set up here.
Oh, yeah. Hi, guys.
Yeah, what's up?
Good. As my first time here, so.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so pretty much I've been actually willing to play Phantasy Star Online for a long time now, but it actually downloaded pretty well for me, actually.
So like I never really, I mean I've heard of the series before. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty
OG.
it was pretty much like Sega's answer to like Final Fantasy.
I'm pretty sure like the first game came out on Sega Genesis, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
this
like was a
yeah,
like,
this
there was an entry on the Sega Dreamcast which used the online services.
yeah, that was called Phantasy Star Online episode 1 and 2. So before like I get started, you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Like with our Discord names or like real names, or like, we can just choose.
You can pretty much use your fake name if you want.
Okay, I'm Fibro. You know, obviously I'm a gamer just like all of you guys, and recently I've been like playing like PS2 games I've never got the chance to play. So like I just beat like all the like Jack games, like the Jack and Daxter games, and now I'm on to the Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh really?
Yeah, I might play Sly Cooper too.
Damn, that's
As
all,
well.
that's all the way back.
Yeah, because when I got a PS2, I got it back in 2007, and even though I played games, like most of the games I would play were like games based off of like movies or cartoons. Like when, like I
You
always
was a
thought that, like,
youngin' back then, huh?
yeah, yeah. I was 7 years old when I got my PS2, and I assumed that like all video games were based off of like some kind of franchise. So when someone talked to me about Halo, and I said, "Oh, what movie is that?" Like I never watched Halo. Like they said, "Oh, it's just a game." Like I didn't understand at the time because I just assumed every video game was based off of something like else. Because the first video game I really got into was Spider-Man Friend or Foe. Like,
Oh, really?
Because I was a big Spider-Man fan, so I asked to get that and like a Xbox 360, but I got a PS2. But that game was also on PS2.
Oh man, you haven't really heard you haven't really played the Spider-Man game until you played like Spider-Man Ultimate.
You mean Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, the Ultimate. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have that game.
Yeah,
I got
that
it
was
from like someone I knew, and
And
it's pretty good.
And then the first Spider-Man with the Raimi movies came out.
Oh yeah, I've seen gameplay of that. I never played it, but it's similar to like the Spider-Man game on the PlayStation, like the one that came out in 2000. It's similar to that, with the way it plays, from what I've seen.
I definitely have a lot of fond memories of the first Neversoft Spider-Man game myself.
That's-
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that was the game I was talking
that
about.
takes me all the way back. So anyone else want to introduce themselves?
I'm Tinu, TNU on most places. I just, Sox Agent 69 is a Shimonetta reference.
So say your name again. Team Moon. Is that how you say it?
TNU, as in Tango
Oh,
November
TNU.
Uniform.
Oh, is that a reference to that anime? 'Cause I never watched it.
No, my username, my username on Discord, Sox Agent 69, is a reference to Shimonetta.
Oh, Shimonetta. Yeah, I've heard of the anime, but I didn't even watch it.
I've seen a few episodes. It's pretty good. Appa Bend brought it to my attention.
For the longest time, I thought his name was Appleben, and when I said it and people corrected me, I felt like an idiot.
I mean,
Don't worry.
we're all idiots at the end of the day, so don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find more reasons to feel like an idiot later.
Yeah. So, Omega, you want to introduce yourself? Omega?
His mic or headphones aren't working. He says he doesn't have a pair that's working, so unless he's just gonna talk in general chat, I don't think he's gonna be able to join up again.
Oh shit. Well, damn, I don't know how to gosh, I don't know how to set this up right.
Your first time doing a podcast, or
No, this is not my first time doing a podcast. I just don't know how to set the screen up right. I'm trying to get this, like, I've been trying to get it full screen for like a minute now. I don't know. Like, damn, how do you do this?
So is the plan, like, if this works out successfully, like you're able to stream on YouTube and we watch the stream and we can communicate to you through Discord? Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's but that's not the problem. I'm trying to get this full screen. That's all.
Okay.
But while I'm doing that,
good luck trying to get it to work.
yeah, it's fucking Windows 10 game and shit. Let me just play
I can
this
tell
game.
you that the other podcast I occasionally help out with is Digital Blackface. We read a rather interesting book on Sunday.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Helped out with another podcast for Scribe Undead, also known as Poe on Twitter. Digital Blackface. We read a rather interesting book. The podcast is on YouTube. It's Digital Blackface.
Oh wow. Okay.
It took us 2 hours to get through 25 pages.
I've helped with a few myself. I've worked on mostly probably pretty unknown stuff. Bogosity with friend Shane, and the Minox Nest podcast. And I did a brief spot on the expanded fandom burst once. So that's my experience.
Oracle. A giant fleet.
The
on
only
an
real gaming
interplanetary
stream I did
voyage.
was with one
Its
guy,
inception made deep
can't really
space
think of his name. We
possible,
did the Blair Witch
ushering
game
in
and
a
gave
new
up
chapter in history.
within 2 hours because it was just so boring.
Now
Oh, the Blair
our
Witch game?
sphere of activity
Yeah.
expands
How is that?
across multiple galaxies.
It's a good representation of the film, at least the first one. It's just not a very exciting horror game.
I see. Yeah. It's like
It's really slow.
it's like there's not you can't really do horror games that well unless it's like really niche and indie type games. You know what I mean?
Some of the AAA have gotten horror right, like Resident Evil 7 at least.
I mean, are you talking about like horror games like recently or horror games in general? Because I'm pretty sure the
I would say
Resident
newer.
Evil games. I mean, at least like the older
covers for the other shortcomings.
have like high
Works
praise.
together.
We
So I
do
wouldn't
not
say
speak
it's
of
not
Resident
that
Evil
bad.
6,
Isn't that the one where like it becomes more action-oriented or something?
Looks
also
like
known as Quick Time Events, the
we're
game.
approaching the planet
Oh.
Nefarious.
I thought that was Shinmu.
It's uncivilized.
Well,
with aggressive
No, Shenmue at least
than
did it
horror.
right. I mean,
Whatever you do, stay sharp. Good luck out there.
so fellas, I want to say this.
Greetings, Ox recruits. You have done
I want to say that the reason I created this stream right now, it's not really because I wanted to
If you're prepared to face the challenge of the
it's not really because I
into
wanted
your
to
then from all
capitalize
of us,
on what's going on right now. It's just to really take away from like what's going on right now in terms of like the whole situation.
Basically,
we
give
feel you.
people
I
a
feel you.
break from all the stressful shit.
Yeah,
It's really not healthy to be in that mindset 24/7. I can tell you from like personal experience, it drains you out and it makes you like distant from like your family and friends and stuff. It's not a good thing.
yeah.
will
It's like
say
I like
social
I'm
media
seeing.
has ruined a generation of people. It's
Yeah.
not healthy to be in the shift 24/7. And
And
as
honestly, Oh, you continue.
I forget who said it on Twitter, but they basically said that people 30 years ago who wouldn't have a political opinion are now forced to take a side. and it's just not healthy. You've been in quarantine for 5 months, and then this started. It's just people are
Honestly,
at their breaking points psychologically.
Yeah, honestly, this was just the whole thing's just the perfect storm. You had people forcing, like the police forcing people to stay indoors, or if they get out, they'll get arrested. And then you have this whole situation, you know, with George Floyd. It just all culminated into this huge thing, man.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
There, I don't know anything that could have possibly made this worse, bro. I really don't. This is as bad
Outside
as
of
we could get it.
full nuclear warfare.
Yo, yeah, I remember that. I remember how scared I was when that started, bro. You know, cause I'm like 20, so
Oh god,
I'm in the
y'all,
ballot,
yeah,
so
listen.
they can enlist my ass.
Listen,
they can enlist my ass to fight a war that I don't want to fight.
Yeah, your young ass, like, it's like y'all youngins don't know anything about 9/11. Like, that is when shit got real.
I feel
yeah.
I feel old. I'm 29.
Well, really, is it okay if I ask how old you are, Black Sage?
28ish. Let's say that.
Okay, because I assumed that you were around my age. You didn't come off as that old. Not that I'm saying you're older or anything. I'm just saying, like, the way you made it sound like you were a lot older. But 20, it seems like you'd be around that age.
Yeah,
He still remembers the Kennedy assassination.
indeed.
Bro, man, if there was any gamer that old, bro, they deserve a card. They deserve a medal.
My goodness.
How is Phantasy Star Online? I'm getting bored enough to be tempted to play it.
I didn't play it yet, so.
Oh, really? You
This
haven't
is-
played it, but you bought it. Like, what console did you get it on? Because this game came out in 2012, so like.
No, it
is
just
this
it just
like a-
released. It just had a Western release last week.
Oh yeah, I heard, yeah. Now I
Someone in
remember,
the
like,
general chat
on the
saying
Nintendo
that
Direct, they said it was for the Switch, and it was getting Western release for the Switch, right?
Yeah, it
You-
will. I think it
Okay,
will.
now I remember.
Wait, you were saying something was happening in general chat?
We got tagged. Someone said that you can change the screen size and settings from the launcher rather than in-game. So I don't know if that's gonna help or hinder the stream.
What the hell? Ah, jeez.
What time is it for all y'all? Like, for me, it's 12:31.
Yeah, same.
It's 11:31 here, where I'm at.
It's muffin time.
Yeah,
Guys, time's a social construct.
yeah. You got to change the screen from the launcher, though. Oh my god, man. Windows 10
Damn.
gaming, everyone.
Now I'm pulling this up on my computer now, so I can see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what.
I'm not feeling the dreads. Let's see. Yeah. Not feeling.
So you're playing the PC version then?
Yeah, that's the only version that matters, really. You don't have to pay for Windows Live, so.
You mean Xbox Live?
No, so you don't. Yeah, you don't have to pay for Xbox Live. I'm sorry. Shit.
Yeah. I was confused. Like Windows Live now, PC's forcing you to pay. Oh man.
Yeah, we don't do that. Right. What in the hell's going on here? Yeah, you know, all this talk about Black Lives Matter, they gotta make the black dude look weird as hell.
Yeah, I love foreign games.
Yeah. Well, at least porn games, at least they make you look. At least porn games do better Isn't it a shame that like pornographic hentai games got more better customization than like mainstream AAA games?
I've never played a porno game or a hentai game, so I can't speak to that. But maybe I should try it out.
Sure.
Yeah,
I never
sure.
had.
No,
I
for
never,
real, I haven't though. The closest thing I went to a hentai game was like today, when I played that one of those point and click games. Like that's the closest thing I played.
Yeah, I think the closest I've come is when I played Never
Yeah.
Suck.
Hey, speaking of hentai games, like, shout out to Zone Time. Anybody know about that? Any people of culture know about Zone Time?
Why are you speaking to me like I don't know who a Zontan is?
I just remember. I think.
What's your favorite one, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I think my favorite one might be the my life as a teenage robot.
Well, I'm not going to incriminate myself, so let's just say,
Plead the fifth.
let's just say
I
the
know-
one with the, gosh, I have to say
Let
the
me
one
guess,
with the
bro.
terrorist revolution.
Let me guess. Booyah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I just remember when I think Sea of Solitude was announced, and they responded with, "What a cutie!" It felt like I was transported back into early 2000s. I thought they were gone.
What, Sea of Solitude?
No, the Zone.
Oh,
Tan or Ton or however you pronounce it.
yeah.
It was
it's-
just seeing them active was surprising. I thought they were
Hey, what's the
overdone
Sea
with
of
it.
Well, they had to-
Solitude
they
you
had to-
talked about?
No, with Zonton, he's actually working with Zero Lab Games. After he made that
I
Skullgirls
remember
animation.
I think Indivisible cameo,
Yep.
which is
So
about
who-
as subtle as getting punched in the
who's
face.
Zero Live Games? I'm sorry, I just never heard of that.
The people who made Skullgirls.
Oh, yeah, I know Skullgirls. So apparently
Can we talk about the
Zonton
recent
teamed up
update?
with them,
Yeah, after he made a Skullgirls animation.
Yeah, they have
and so now he's working.
Well, he worked with them. He's kind of a freelance guy, really.
Oh, okay.
yeah, the company
Well,
has a
I'll-
habit of hiring hentai artists and artists who do pornographic animation if their pedigree is good enough.
Whoa. With the
People
way,
shouldn't be sleeping on porno artists, like hentai artists or whatever, man. Those guys can draw. Guys
yeah,
and
I
gals,
mean,
they
I mean
can draw.
that's common standard for Japan, but for the West, nah, that's problematic.
Yeah, problematic. You can't have people, seeing.
The West
Fat
has
titties.
always, the West, especially the U.S., has always had to stick up its ass about anything sex related.
Yep.
Our opinions on violence is pretty much the same when it comes to sexuality in places like Japan.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
speaking about the customization, earlier you were talking about the customization and how it's kind of that it sucks in this game. But from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look too bad. Like it looks pretty decent. Like what
I mean,
what
is
problems do
it-
you have with it?
It's like it's not that it's not that I have a problem with it per se. It's just that it's just kind of the characters kind of look kind of awkward in this. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's,
I would
Yeah.
say it
Also-
looks kind of uncanny, not just because you have a neon yellow beard and hair. It's
That's
just
not neon
because
yellow. That's white.
I'm a futuristic Negro, so you guys have to excuse me.
well, I got Flex installed, so my
it's
screen.
definitely whatever
Screen's
that
changed.
is. It's definitely that snoring guard that creeps me out.
The snoring guard.
The thing over the nose.
Oh,
Yeah. What? Yeah. I didn't even notice that. What's that all about? Is that like paint? That
no,
better
that's
not
a
be there,
bandage.
'cause-
That's a bandage.
Oh, a bandage. Oh, like how? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I too am a fan of the MZ.
So, tell me about your like what you guys been doing lately. Like,
Nothing really. Just playing Ratchet and Clank.
I forgot
Yeah.
you play PS2 games.
I was playing.
I've been playing.
But I also got
Kingdom Come
Xbox One,
Deliverance.
so after I get done with my PS2 games, I think I might either play Banjo-Kazooie or play Doom or Cuphead. I don't know.
Well, why don't you
I
play
got a good
this?
amount of games I haven't beaten yet. Well, I'm gonna have to buy that because I don't have it.
Oh no, it's
And
free
plus-
to play.
Well, my PC is. Let's just say my PC is not gaming oriented.
It's on
it,
Xbox
It can
One.
barely.
Yeah,
Oh, really? It's free to play
Yeah,
on
it's
Xbox?
free.
Okay, I'll try it out. I'll see if I like it or not.
yeah.
If it-
But I think
yeah,
you'll have to but I think you'll have to pay for a month of Xbox Live, really.
Oh, I my friend, I don't know if you know how this works, but like on Xbox, if your friend has like an Xbox Live, like he has an Xbox Live Gold, and you put his account, you set that person's account on your Xbox as his home Xbox, then you can play Xbox Live, like also. So
Oh,
I
You
have Xbox
also
Live.
have what is silver. You basically get the bare minimum, such as communication. But with gold, you get free games and exclusive
I don't even
games.
think Xbox silver even exists anymore. If I'm
It-
It's
If the
basically
membership runs out,
yeah.
it goes automatically to silver. Unless there was some update recently that I don't know
From what
about.
I've heard, from like years ago, like when my Xbox Live went down because my Xbox Gold ran out, there was no silver thing. I couldn't even talk to my friends because I didn't have Xbox Live Gold.
But
Yeah, if
because
what you
this,
were saying was true, then I could still talk to my friends, but I couldn't play online.
I'm not sure about Phantasy Star, but some games that are MMOs, you just have to have an internet connection to play on Xbox One.
No, I thought you were talking about the voice chat in general, because the only way you can talk to people is you have to have Xbox Live Gold. You can't just talk to people without it. Like, just to do anything online oriented, whether it's to play online or talk to your friends, you need Xbox Live Gold. But what I don't know if what you said about Xbox was true, where certain games allow you to play without Xbox Live Gold, but I know that applies to Switch. Like, you can play Warframe without Nintendo Switch Online.
Right, you can play free-to-play games on like PS4 and Xbox. I mean, Switch and PC for free, pretty much.
Well, PC will be free no matter what. The only payment there is, you have to pay your internet connection, which
Exactly.
everyone has to do. But there is no fee. That's why I've been considering switching to PC.
Yeah,
Right.
usually,
have to
I
make
think everybody
sure.
should have a gaming PC, pretty much.
For real, man, you get so many games. The Steam is like literally the number one reason with all those Steam sales and shit.
Well,
But all those games, those cheap games, are gonna add up to be a lot if you just buy it all at once. Like you
It's
impulse buy
cheaper,
everything.
but at least with GOG, you come a little closer to owning your games.
What's GOG?
Good
Little
old
games.
games.
Game.
Wait,
They're
I've never
also
heard of that.
DRM
What's
free.
that? I'm sorry, I've
Essentially
never
a
heard of
Steam
this.
alternative. Their claim to fame was having older games, hence the name, but they've expanded. They're owned by CD Projekt Red.
Oh, I have never GOG.com. I have never heard of this. Literally, the only thing I really thought was Steam was the main competition, and then everyone else was trying to follow like Epic Game Store and the one by EA. I don't know what it's
Origin.
EA,
Origin, yeah.
Origin. Yeah, but you
Everyone
see, it's
thought it
so
was
forgetful. I
malware
didn't
when
even
it
know.
first came out.
I forgot about it. That's how relevant it is.
I still
I'm not
remember
sure
when
about
games. I still remember when Games for Windows Live was a thing.
So what makes GOG like you guys were like? Do you think it's better than Steam or it's just
in some
another-
ways it is.
DRM. Yeah, it's DRM free.
What does that mean, DRM?
Like, let's say
Copy
with,
protection.
right,
essentially.
so people won't, so you won't, DRM is basically something that is in place for most game studios where you don't have to, where it helps reduce piracy, pretty much.
Even though it doesn't really.
Usually, it just inconveniences the end user.
Yeah, especially de novo.
So how does DRM stop piracy?
It
It-
doesn't.
What they're supposed to do, depending on what brand. What I know de novo does is it scans for cheat engines, and I think it checks if it has a valid key. Every game on Steam generates what's called a Steam key. It's a serial number.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And I think it's-
like people
it's
like
for
sell
that.
keys online. Like I've seen like
Yeah.
I went on like gaming websites like I forgot what it's called. It's GameFlip. Yeah, that's the word. GameFlip. And people sell like Steam keys on there.
That's pretty much the main way, main reason why game, what's it called, Netflix. What the hell's that? Yeah, Redbox. That's pretty much the main reason why Redbox is not selling video games anymore. It's because people keep stealing the games.
Well, also, digital is just a larger market.
Yeah. So guys, I hate to bring this up, but what are your thoughts on sort of recent issues that's been going on, to say the least?
Noble message, flawed execution.
I see. So you're not gonna put out like a corporate brand saying, we believe in such and such and we care about you.
Please consume our product.
Exactly.
it just to me it just comes off as moral grandstanding, and you're not really
Yeah,
doing
it's-
anything.
They
to
don't.
help.
They don't really care.
You're
It's
just doing
disingenuous.
it to. I feel like at this point, maybe it is because of like moral grandstanding, but it also might be because if they don't say anything, then people will complain saying, "Oh, why aren't you supporting this? Why aren't you not saying anything?"
Yeah,
like,
let's just
how
look
they're
at what
doing
they're
with
trying to do with
Nintendo.
Nintendo right now.
Exactly.
It's a Morton's fork. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah. And
I just don't
Nintendo
like
is known
the-
as a company that just doesn't care. And they're big enough they could shrug this off.
Right, and pretty
Honestly, I don't know how long they're gonna hold off. I
well,
just
these
don't know,
riots.
'cause
Here's the
quote-
thing: these riots don't usually last as long, and people are already getting sick and tired of it. So it's like they're gonna hold off, and if not, then at the same time, yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, the quote you posted about like what Reggie said, I've seen that interview where Reggie says, Nintendo's about games, and they want to bring politics into games, but like I said, that was 3 years ago, in 2017. So things changed. Maybe Nintendo might say something. I don't know, because like I said, this is the American division of Nintendo, like the Twitter one that we're talking about.
Well,
There's all kinds of
I think the
divisions of
closest thing
Nintendo.
Nintendo of America has done politically was support Pride, and that was pretty much it.
And even
And
then,
it
they
was-
wouldn't- and even then, like they didn't get in your face with it.
And that was, they had some members attend Pride rather than tweeting about it.
And not only that, it's like I think they're pretty much doing it just for like purely corporate reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, I understand America is an important country. It's like one of the most like powerful countries in the world. When it comes to the gaming industry, it's pretty much the number one when it comes to sales, if I'm pretty sure. Like, when it comes to sales of things.
Well,
So I
actually, it's
understand-
China.
False.
Oh yeah, my bad.
False. The most
We-
powerful.
we-
False. The most powerful country in the world is the glorious Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Ah, yes, that
Well,
glorious.
so
They're
I
the
was-
nation
okay.
version of the short bus.
Like as I was saying, like I understand it's a bit like the gaming industry is big. Let's just say that it's really big in America, but the whole world doesn't revolve around America. Like,
Right, and
all
people-
the countries around the world have these kind of issues, especially in the Middle East, in North Korea, Venezuela. There's civil unrest and inequality and oppression all around the world. But if we stopped everything we were doing every time something bad happened around the world, we literally couldn't do anything.
Right.
Like we couldn't have any fun. There's no time to have fun. There's no time for sports, no time for video games or movies or comics or anything. We have to stop because of oppression in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Like,
that's what they want. Why do you think they want to cram politics into it?
Because again, it's like these companies hire these social activists who want to do all that.
Exactly, and I want to get into the gaming industry some way or another, but I'm really scared to do it because of the politics involved. Like, if I'm going to get into gaming, I might have to just learn Japanese and move to Japan. If I'm
Maybe
gonna
you
do
can
that.
Hey, Andy.
Or you could work for Naughty Dog.
Ew.
Hey, that rope had a family.
Yo, guys, remember when Naughty Dog used to make fun games?
I remember when Naughty Dog used to make video games. Period.
I just played Jack and Daxter recently, and I played Crash. Like, I never played Uncharted games, but those look cool, bro. But
No, Uncharted was pretty cool before it got woke. Oh, semi woke.
yeah, I heard Uncharted 4 basically ruined everything. Like that one character, I believe her name's Nadine, or whatever. Like she's just a Mary Sue kicking Nate.
It was
like,
because
Nathan
Amy
Drake's
Hennigan
ass
was
every single
kicked
time.
out. Her script apparently would have been just more Uncharted, but Amy was kicked out by Neil Druckmann and the woke brigade.
Yeah, we love females so much we'll kick them out if they don't agree with us.
Exactly.
Bro, Amy Hennig apparently did a lot of the story. Like she's responsible for a lot of the stories of Naughty Dog
yeah.
games, like the way they are.
If
And
I remember,
like I
she
said-
has a degree in English or literature or something, so that's why you can even tell the quality kind of dropped after she left.
Well, most of these new video game developers are pretty much like gender studies hires, so they all got these
Rika.
gender studies degrees. So
Rika, I honestly doubt they would pay you to play the game because you're attached to me, technically, sort of.
So, sorry guys, I'm a little bit low energy right now. It's because it's late as hell right now. Shit. Just play. Just
Honestly, I'm surprised you're tired because with all the stress that's going on, I can barely sleep. Like there have been times where like staying up until like
Oh, really? Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Ah, shit.
My
I
exact
understand
location.
you don't want to. Yeah, I understand.
I'm close to the capital city, but far away that it's just helicopters that just fly overhead.
You're on
Okay.
Rikers Island, aren't you?
You don't know how difficult it was to smuggle a blue microphone.
Yeah, sorry guys, the stream crashed. Shit. Not the stream crashed, but pretty much the whole damn, yeah. Pretty much the whole thing crashed, so game crashed. Yeah,
So now they just see our beautiful profile pictures.
yeah. Let's see. Shoot. Well, at least it gave me a chance to do this thing full screen this time, so.
Always looking for a silver lining.
Yeah. So, gosh, it's like I've been looking on social media all day, and I think like a lot of people are just tired. Like a lot of people are depressed as hell right now, man.
I just
yeah,
used,
I can speak
used
on
that list of blocked keywords you posted as a guide and blocked them myself.
Oh Jesus, I should post more of it then because holy crap, like, because I added like 1,000 new words since then.
I can say I haven't had a Twitter in probably 2 or 3 years, and I don't regret getting rid of it.
Lucky you.
I know it's gotten worse since the Tumblr refugees, but just seeing screenshots, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's bad.
It's one thing
I mean,
to have a bunch of like people you don't know saying this kind of stuff on Twitter, but it's another thing to like have like family members or whatever who believe some of this stuff.
Yeah,
Is
it
like
was.
you actually know these people.
Yeah, it's like here's the thing. Many people, at least around the world, are just now recovering from like a major pandemic, right? They've been pretty much locked in their
This
houses
is
for
going to
like.
cause a super spread.
I wouldn't really call it recover. I mean, like
Here's the thing. Like
because
people
we're
were
still
like
in
the whole like
process.
yeah, but like places around the world are pretty much starting to like open back up, right?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, gosh, pretty much it's like this thing has been set. It's gonna set a lot of things back.
A lot of people are going to get sick.
Bro,
Well, I
like
mean,
this is like I feel real bad for those people in Minnesota because on top of having to deal with the COVID stuff, on top of all that, now you have your city burned down, a bunch of businesses destroyed.
I
And
mean,
let's just say those businesses ain't coming back. When people say, "Oh, it's just buildings," the insurance will cover it. Like these people don't know how insurance works. They just don't.
yeah.
you seen the video of that one sports bar owner? They were trying to steal the safe while the news crew was recording.
Yeah, they don't like. Here's the thing: people don't give two fucks.
Yeah, this isn't about.
The looting's
George
become so
anymore.
bad. You got looters stealing from looters. Like I don't know if you saw his video, but there's this one guy who had like a box of shoes that he stole from a Nike store, and like one of the looters stole one of the boxes from him. Like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
there's also a video that came out, I want to say today, of Islamic store owners shooting at protesters.
Oh, hold on. We gotta watch. We gotta watch her. We gotta watch what we say around here because we're still streaming. Yeah.
That was just the caption. I can't confirm it or not, but they opened fire on looters.
Well, let's just say store owners in general are firing back. Like it doesn't matter where they come from, what they are. Like if you robbing someone's property, man, and they have a gun, just shots are gonna get blasted, bro.
Well, someone tried to rob a gun store recently.
Bro, Oh, please don't tell me that's true.
I learned all the way back in
Dude,
Detroit,
obviously
Vice
never
City, that was a
played
stupid
GTA. Why would
idea.
you rob a gun store?
Bro, no, you cannot be that stupid.
That's a bad idea, even
That's like
on a
sticking
good.
your hand in a honey hive, trying to steal the honey from the bees while the bees are right there with their stingers out.
You ever wonder who the first person to discover honey was? Like, who looked at that beehive and was like, there's something delicious that those bastards are hiding in there?
The bears, obviously.
I mean, they can tank the damage anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, they got 90 plus defense. With that big ass hide and the fur.
And they're like an 800-pound ball of rubber when it comes to bee stings. So they're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but one punch to the nose.
So
Everyone knows you're supposed to atomic elbow drop a bear so you can at least die a man's death.
Yes.
So I've been hearing a lot lately that I've just been hearing a lot lately that a lot of people are using this riot to pretty much say if you want escapism, you're a selfish person, you're a bad person, now's not the time. You hear that?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, that was going on before. Like, if you don't actively, I don't know, like call out quote unquote racism, then you are a racist because you're not, I don't know, furthering a fucking.
Yeah, that's a fucking scumbag thing to do, man.
Yeah, scum. Yeah, but yeah. When it comes to that, it's just some people just don't feel comfortable with it because maybe they want to get all the information. Like, so many things are happening so quickly, it's hard to find out the truth, especially with all the lies the mainstream media tells you. Like, maybe you don't want to speak on it because you don't want to spread misinformation, or maybe you don't want to cause division amongst yourself with people you know, and you just want to stay silent. You know what I'm saying? It's a choice.
You'd be amazed how often Sitch's law applies.
My opinion on it is,
A giant.
what are you
What is
gonna
that?
do about it if I
Greetings,
play
Oxford
Modern
troops.
Warfare? Like, you don't know where I live. You can't take it out of my disc tray.
Yeah, man, it's like I feel like with all these YouTube streamers, you know, they're saying, "Oh, I'm going to participate in this media blackout because I want to be popular. I want to be the good guy." It's like, bro, that's not in your lane, bro. Just stay in your lane, bro.
Honestly, these fucking protests have lost on me because, like, I mean.
Hold on, bro. I can't hear you. Can you
Sorry.
Yeah.
I can turn up my mic. That's my bad.
Yeah. So, what were you saying?
All right. Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
It's better.
Yeah, it's kind of better. Yeah.
All right. So basically, these protests, if you want to call them, big war protests, but they almost lost all me. It's like, justice was served to the guy that killed George. So I don't really understand what they're protesting. Like, I don't think anything more can be done.
I'll say my own opinion, but for now I gotta take a piss real quick.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you.
So yeah, all of these protests pretty much they've lost their meaning. It's like you got a whole bunch of these companies. They're pretty much trying desperately to co-opt this situation to appear virtuous when really like it's out of their lane, bro.
It really is.
Yep, it really is.
One thing that I've always said that if it was fashionable, they would slap on swastikas and praise the Third Reich if it would.
I mean, they're already
positively
praising
affect the
communism,
bottom
so
line.
it's like
Yeah.
it's just one step.
Okay, I'm back,
they
guys.
are.
And
No, that was a quick
was
piss.
it was it the guy like with the X profile who said something about justice being served?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, I think that the main issue was that it took way too long, like longer than it should have been for like 4 days. Like, we had video evidence of this man killing him, and it's not just him who should be arrested. The other officers who were involved, the two of them who were holding him down, and the one who was keeping people away, like they all should be arrested. Like,
Yes, they
just
should.
one of them.
I mean, at the very least,
Someone said that prosecution has to build a case, and that does take time, even
Yeah.
when you have video evidence like that. You
Is
can't
this
just,
working now?
you have
Personally, I just-
72 hours to charge someone when you take them into custody.
But the citizens. Okay.
Personally, I just blame that on the government being slow to react.
Yeah, it could also be just that.
But that's the thing. If citizens in this country feel as if the government, gives special treatment to people who are in government positions, and that's honestly true because
That is true.
when it comes to these people, we're like, oh, the system, you just got to give the system time. Oh, 4 days. Well, it might have taken 4 days, but we finally put them, into jail. But if it was a citizen who did that, they would have been locked up right away. Like, you see a CNN reporter who got arrested. He was literally doing nothing but just covering the story, and he got arrested. Why did you arrest him for just reporting a story, but the dude who murdered a man on film took you 4 days to arrest him, and he was able to flee to Florida? Like, how does that work?
Didn't they find out that was the wrong guy?
Oh, really? If that's true, then sorry for the misinformation, but that's what I've heard.
There was
If
the
that's-
photo floating around the guy wearing the Make Whites Great Again. He was
that I know is fake. That I know is
Yeah,
fake.
that-
But I heard he fled to Florida.
Oh,
I know
Hey.
that picture was fake, but I heard he fled to
Again,
Florida.
it's just there's a lot of outright falsehood, so I don't know 100%.
But for real though, I don't trust the mainstream media at all. Like, flat out, like, no, because
Rika, I can
like-
practically hear you resisting the urge to make a fake news joke.
no, but I'm dead ass serious. Like, CBS News, for instance, on their Twitter
right.
page, posted something saying, "Oh, white store owner shoots black protester," and make it seem as
Wow.
if white man just shot him for no reason. He was, we got an aggressive black man getting near my store. I gotta shoot him. Like, that's not what happened. He was looting.
Well,
He didn't shoot him because he was a black protester. He was looting his store. He was defending
Of course
his
they're
property.
gonna spin it like that.
Oh
well,
yeah, they spin shit all the time, especially when they use especially watch out when they use the passive voice.
yeah. Well, ultimately, I just wanna say this, folks.
Okay.
Regardless of what you may think or what you may think happened, I think a lot of people can learn something from this. I know that from this situation, folks have pretty much opened their eyes to the concept of the Second Amendment. That's positive, in my
Yes.
yeah.
Because-
Even before this event,
They
even
said
before
at
this
least
event,
5 million ARs have been sold in the past couple days.
opinion. Yes.
Yeah, I can.
After,
get a gun, 'cause
I haven't gotten a gun unfortunately yet, but I might.
It's
But
a pain in the ass.
I've
with the
been
permit here.
pro-gun for a while, man. Especially when doing some research into the '92 riots in LA. Like, I was like that, and I got convinced on it like years ago, like 2 years ago or whatever. That was way before the riots now when I got convinced. So let's just say I was woke on Second Amendment way before now.
Oh yeah. Been lugging around a rifle around my house for 3 days.
And the funniest thing is, the same people who will talk about how corrupt the police are the same people who want more gun control.
Exactly.
Well, now they're begging for armed security in their homes.
And
like
and pretty much with this whole situation with the riots, people are now more than ever they understand now that the mainstream media is full of shit. Even with that and the combination of like the coronavirus.
individuals such as us know, but unfortunately there's a lot of people who are still puppets to the mainstream media and their messages, unfortunately.
Yeah, but
No, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. I kind of want to go back to the George Floyd situation. I want to get everybody's take on it. Was the killing? Was the murder? Was it? Do you think that it was?
Well, I don't know where
Do
you're
you think
leading
it
this
was
out.
racially influenced? Do you think?
Well, no, I can answer your question right now. It was more of the cop just being an absolute dumbass.
Yeah, it was a bad
Agreed.
call.
In me,
In
my
terms of an
opinion,
arrest.
I've seen enough cop stories of cops behaving badly in my time Back in Bugatti, we kind of got tired of covering them.
What you're supposed to do is put your knee on their back, and the moment a suspect, while being restrained, says "I can't breathe," you get off of them, you set them up. That's what you're supposed to do.
Indeed.
In my opinion, this was just an abuse of power because the whole thing is people trying to make this a black versus white issue. One of the cops, even though he didn't have his knee on the neck, obviously it was only one guy. One of the dudes was Asian and was up front, like you can literally see his face in the video, keeping people away from trying to help, not stopping the officer from doing it. And for what I've researched, like one of the dudes who was holding him down appears to be non-white. So this whole black v white issue is just straight up fake from video footage.
It's just more of a dumbass cop issue, really.
It really is. And in the Minneapolis Police Department in general, like in that specific police department is just really corrupt. Like last year, for instance, an Australian American woman was killed by a black American officer. You know, because she called the police because she saw a woman getting sexually assaulted somewhere else, like in an alley or something. So she called the police, you know, to stop the sexual assault. But then the police pulled up, and she went near the police car, and then the black officer, in the second seat, not the one driving, but he was next to the person driving. He shot the woman straight through the window.
What the fuck?
And killed her. Her name's Justine. Her name's Justine Damon.
Yeah, that was a fairly big news story.
Never even heard about it.
Yeah, it was kind of a big story back then.
I didn't hear about it until now.
Yeah, same here.
No shit. I mean, it's mainstream media.
Of course.
I know a decent amount of people in law enforcement.
They save that shit for when it's most convenient for the ratings.
Yep,
if it bleeds, it leads.
And I want to say something that YouTuber I follow says. I don't know if you guys know about Young Rippa 59.
I fucking subscribe to that dude.
July is great.
But he basically said that the majority of people are more focused on how many people of specific demographic get their ass whooped by the police, more so than ending the issue of police brutality itself.
Right.
If everyone was getting their ass beat proportional in the population, no one would care. It only matters if a specific demographic gets it worse than another demographic per population or something.
Well, to
me, you should just end police brutality in general.
That's the thing. It's the cost of beating everyone ass. They don't even care what race you are no more.
Literally, and this whole situation's proving them right. You see videos of white people just standing, not doing anything violent, and they're getting kicked by the police and shoved to the ground and shit. But if that doesn't prove that this is just corrupt police problem in America, then I don't know what is. And honestly, this is something you could have used to unite all people of all.
Everybody was on board. And that's the crazy thing.
They decided to make it about race, and now the white people you could have gone in to help you in these protests, now they're going to stay their asses home because they don't want to be lumped in with the so-called bad white people that you're saying all of them are bad, and they don't want to get blamed for something they didn't do.
And
same thing with me.
And here's the thing: it's like the black
That's the problem with trying to say that. I'm sorry for interjecting, but that's the problem with the whole idea of, was it privilege-based oppression and privilege-based racial supremacy, is that it just doesn't work, because if you try to treat everybody like they're in a hierarchy like that, you're going to end up having people who are just going to say, screw this, I'm not going to be around you because you're crazy.
Because I'm half Asian on my father's side, and one of the dudes is Asian, and I don't have anything to do with that guy, so I'm not going to feel sorry for something I didn't do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not the dude who just stood by and let an innocent man die. Why am I being blamed? It's the same thing. And the thing is, everyone doesn't want to be blamed for something they didn't do. It's the same thing when you look at this from a certain angle for black people's perspective. They don't like it when they're blamed for something because you're going to have some racists who will pull up a video of black people being very violent and racist towards a white person. And they'll say, you see how they're attacking us? You see how racist black people are? And then the black people are like, no, I'm not racist. I didn't do that. And it's the same thing. It's like if a racist white person went up to a black person with that energy and saying, oh, look at you. Look at how violent you guys are. Do you think they're going to help them in their protests after they just got accused of something? No.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Of course not.
I've been called. Here's the thing.
Haven't people who have actively been supportive of the protests been attacked as well?
Yes.
Literally, I saw a video of these like white guys in their houses, and they were throwing thumbs up at the people marching outside their houses in support. And one of the dudes threw a rock through their window, and then one of the white guys were like, "Bro, we're supporting you. We're on your side." It's like
here's the thing. Let me say something
Jeez.
right quick. Let me say something right quick, real quick. If you're not my for all these like liberal white people who want to say, see, we support you, we're in our houses, we're in our high rises. Like, here's the thing, you're not my ally, all right? And furthermore, I'm a grown-ass man. I can defend myself. I can fight for myself. Understand that? It's like, I don't need other grown men to fight for me.
Have you seen the video of these like white ladies like spray painting Black Lives Matter on like the property?
Yes.
And then the black woman was like, "People are gonna think black people are doing this. We didn't ask you to do this.
Exactly.
Why are you?"
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah, those two women
saw
look
that.
like they'd be 120 pounds soaking wet.
Jesus Christ, bro.
You-
This whole situation, man. This is honestly, bro. It's like the Joker movie said. Like, this is a comedy, bro. I used to think this was a tragedy, but this is a comedy, man. Like, we're seeing all kinds of clowns in this situation, bro. The clowns have come out in droves.
I don't know if the video's still around, but someone replaced the sounds of people running with clown shoe on, and it's actually pretty funny.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. In the words of George Carlin, when you're born in when you're born in America, you get a ticket to the freak show. I'm sorry. When you're born, you get a ticket to the freak show. When you're born in America, you get a front row seat.
People have also been using his
yeah, I
discussion
know her
on
backward.
hit and runs when it comes to protesters. I didn't know, I didn't stop.
Oh yeah, have you
So-
seen that those videos where the truck drivers are just running over these riders?
Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
I've seen
I
those.
saw that too.
It's
Actually,
like,
Rika had an incident in her area recently with a guy on a bike. Or
You
son.
hit two people or so on a motorcycle waving the Confederate flag or something.
oh wow.
Well, you guys, this might upset you, but I don't know if you guys saw this video. If you haven't, I'll send it to you, Black HD, or anyone who wants it. But like, I saw this one woman video of this black woman crying in her car because she said that she was trying to clean
I'm the one who tweeted
debris.
that.
Like the one where she's cleaning stuff off the street, and then like she said she was cleaning stuff off the street, and then she said like another black person aimed a gun at her
What the fuck?
just for
Oh,
cleaning the street.
That's just another day in the hood. This is
I saw this thing about the. I saw this video of this old black lady, lecturing protesters like she was about to give them an ass whooping.
oh, that's how you know. That's how you know you're supposed to take that shit seriously.
If the rolling pins out, you know shit's gonna
we
get
literally-
real.
Just like a couple months ago or whatever, I saw that. Like, of course, I've already knew about the LA protests, like the LA riots. The LA riots, like a couple years ago. But I remember like a couple months ago, I saw the video from Count Dankula talking about it. And literally shows the video. I've seen the video even before that video of the black man like crying and yelling at people for burning his store down, saying like he worked hard for it and things like that.
Yeah, that's
It's like,
Yeah.
after seeing shit like that, like how do you not like learn from your lesson? This was over 20 years ago, and you're still doing the same shit.
The problem is that people don't learn from their history.
and you know what they say. Those who don't learn from the past
Dude,
are
this wasn't.
exactly.
I never even knew about this learning from school. I had to research this shit on my own. They don't
And on
teach
fucking
this-
Twitter
this
of
wasn't
all
in
places.
academia.
On fucking
This wasn't
Twitter
in
of all
academia.
places.
They
That's the
won't
thing.
show it. They won't show it in school or in college because it's
Yeah.
too offensive. Because
course.
it's triggering.
Yeah.
Because
Everything
it's
is so
going to cause
PC
people
now, you know.
PTSD.
Probably because they'll,
Like, oh,
probably because they'll endorse gun rights. They'll make people want to actually
yeah.
buy
Right.
guns to protect themselves and their property.
The LA riots completely destroyed the Korean community.
yeah.
Well, from what I know, Koreatown is pretty good now. Like, it's from what I hear, like it's not like burnt, like it doesn't look like it got burned down.
Oh, it
like,
took a
20 years
long
ago.
time to recover. I don't know if they fully recovered from it, but a lot of people just left because it wasn't worth trying to rebuild because of how
well, here-
extensive the damage was. was.
Have you seen that
But-
video that I retweeted? Gosh, I don't want to bring that up again, but that video I retweeted with the 77-year-old police captain that just
Yeah.
got shot
Ooh.
and killed. Y'all seen that tweet?
I'm gonna be
Yes,
thinking
yes,
about
I
it.
have seen it. I saw it even before you even retweeted. I already saw it, man. And that shit. Honestly, things are getting so bad. It's like I'm getting desensitized. It's like it's sad, but I'm just used to it. It's like nothing even shocks
Pretty
me
much.
anymore.
I mean, I've been
Like-
this is kind of a daily occurrence. I mean, in the inner city of Chicago, it's like at some point, yeah, you do get desensitized to it, but it still blows your fucking mind. So it's like this is pretty much a lot of people's first take of what like pure pandemonium does. This like we've been kind of living comfortably for so long that this is pretty much is gonna shape a generation's perception of what like true peace is. It's gonna take a long time for people to get their peace of mind back again, if ever, really.
I feel like it's gonna worsen race relations for
Well, no,
probably.
it's not gonna worsen relations. That's the crazy thing. It's like race relations are not gonna be bad after this. Ironically enough,
I'm gonna say like the thing is the ironic thing is with this whole protest going on and like the whole purpose that these people are trying to do, the so-called leftists, the whole purpose they're trying to do is trying to end racism. Well, I feel like ironically with all the racial divide they're trying to stir up is going to ironically make more people racist than non-racist.
well, no, it's not gonna make people.
I feel like it's being counted.
It's not gonna make people racist. It's just gonna make people like indifferent with like left-wing causes. That's
Bro, I've been indifferent to left-wing causes since like I got out of it. Really,
Same.
yeah.
Same.
bro.
Honestly, speaking of getting out of it, what was your like, I don't know, moment that like you fucking
Well, I know the year was 2018. I honestly don't know how I came into it. It's kind of like when you
think it
first meet your
was-
best friend, you don't really know how you meet your best
Yeah.
friend. It's like you don't even remember how you met your best friend. It's like-
I think my year was 2017 when I was, let's see here. Yeah, it would be 2017. I had just gotten my second college degree. I think it was an associate's in fine art. And
Ooh.
I had started to notice that things were starting to change, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? What am I doing here?
Mine was roughly around the time of Gamergate, to be honest.
Phew!
Oh, I still don't know what the hell was going on. Like Gamergate. Like what the fuck does that name
That's
even
pretty
mean?
much a
Whole shit's
smokescreen
confusing.
for their shitty behavior. Pretty
Hey,
much.
Mark.
Hey, what's up?
Though honestly, my girlfriend started to see the signs long before I did.
How are y'all tonight?
For real though, I think one of the people who helped me, ironically, was a teacher, which you wouldn't expect from this country.
Right.
Everyone's looking.
Exactly.
But
Yes,
basically,
of teachers.
and all he does was he wasn't even openly like right wing or anything. Like he was just playing devil's advocate, and that's what we need more of. Like if you're gonna be a teacher, like you shouldn't be overly right wing or left wing or anything. Like you should tell things objectively and allow your students to form their
You
own
have
opinions.
to entertain
Like,
discourse.
Oh yeah, I had that experience with my U.S. history teacher in high school. I was pretty much
My U.S. history teacher literally said that guns are fine, but assault weapons aren't in the middle of
what
class.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
This is,
What?
bro.
Now, see, you're lucky
U.S.
because
history.
because here's the thing. I'm lucky because it's like I never had that. Like all of my teachers were pretty much like as neutral as possible. So I don't know. Maybe
You're
again
lucky,
I come from like middle America and
Dude.
like I don't know. It's like
I live in the north,
Dude,
so-
I dealt with one of the most leftist teachers I've ever dealt with in my life was a biology teacher. Like it wasn't even a political class, and he was talking shit on Trump, and he was cussing. This is a high school classroom. You're a grown ass man, and you're cussing about how much you don't like Trump and
Oh,
how
God,
much the guns aren't necessary.
I remember when like teachers didn't even curse.
And this dude looks like the stereotypical like leftist. Like he's got the man bun, he's got that beard.
Oh, if
Well,
I may
these
Bro,
are
how
people
the-
that are teaching
like,
for
how
kids
the
now.
fuck does
So.
The only thing he's got going for him was he was a tall ass motherfucker and he's a little built. And because he was a soccer coach, so he's 6'4". But if it wasn't for his physique, he'd be almost completely leftist. He's just not a very skinny or whatever.
If I was
Basically,
to
so
say,
It sounds like
I
I
had
can.
teachers. I had teachers that cussed in my high school, but I mean, I grew up. Well, my high school was pretty. I don't want to say ghetto, but I want to say half ghetto, half suburban.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not well funded.
That was my. Oh, what are you talking about? That was I had fun in my high school experience. I had the best teachers there. I still talk to them, you know.
Black Sage,
No.
Black Sage, how was it growing up in Chicago? Like, how was it?
Well, personally, I never grew up in Chicago per se, but I grew up around Chicago. Let's just say this.
Around.
I've grown up in the Chicagoland area. On the suburbs is actually pretty damn peaceful. But in the inner city, what you see on the news is exactly true.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's like damn near people get shot every damn day. I remember one time I was walking down the damn street going to work, and I pretty much saw the whole entire damn SWAT team like come over to my bus station because like somebody got robbed over there. So it's like
I gotta imagine how scary that is, bro. I'm glad I live in a relatively like.
I think the funniest
calm
thing
area.
about their gun control laws is that you can't have a bayonet lug because there's so many bayonet charges in the streets of Chicago.
yeah, that's true. But ironically enough, most of the guns actually come from like places like Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana is actually a really big pipeline for drugs and firearms because of the interstates.
Yep. So, yeah, gun control is pretty useless over there.
Speaking of gun control, how do you feel about like the legalization of full auto guns?
I think that we're gonna see a lot of people reverse their stance on gun control in the next couple
What I'll
of
say is, whatever the military can have, U.S. citizens should have.
Every citizen should have the right to a nuclear weapon.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I
I
don't
want
know.
to
You
bomb
know what?
myself. No, do it.
No. The last
Okay,
thing we
fine.
need is one of these these soy pussies trying to bomb the White House. No, thank you.
Hey.
Meanwhile, they're calling the president what, a bunker baby, even though that's
Oh yeah.
mainly
people
because of the Secret Service telling him to get in. Just get in the bunker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
that-
people would pretty much shit their pants if they saw Trump coming at them.
Now
The
let's
funniest
see.
thing is, when it comes to this whole situation that's going on, I really thought, okay, it's June, okay, but surely they won't come up with the rainbows. Surely they won't.
They did.
companies.
Well,
They proved-
it's like they did and they didn't, because now these companies have to choose between which level of wokeness.
Bro, I got the perfect meme. Like, is there a way, like, guys? I'm gonna put in the general chat, bro, because this meme, it's too good. It's too good. I'll put it in the chat.
It's the one
Actually,
with like SpongeBob got like 3 eyes and they have to choose which level of wokeness they want to participate in.
not that one. Not that one.
Actually, this seems applicable to the 2 buttons meme.
Someone
Yeah.
did that with SpongeBob.
No, but like I'm gonna put it in the chat, guys. I just gotta. I'm
still waiting on
screenshot
the
it from
Babylon Bee
Instagram.
article that reads, as it turns out, oh wait, surprising, millions of dollars of property damage to innocent people does not solve police brutality.
No shit.
Okay, I'm putting it.
Well, someone did the
Which
SpongeBob.
room are you putting it in?
Okay, I'm putting it in general chat, guys. Check out the meme.
Oh, hold on. Shit.
Bruce and struggling to mass-produce COVID, BLM, and Pride Month ads simultaneously.
Woo!
That's
Right,
good.
yeah.
What are you gonna do, bro? How are you gonna do it? This is literally Spider-Man 3's issue. Spider-Man 3 tried juggling 3 supervillains. Now all these companies are trying to juggle 3 problems. Jeez, how are you gonna do it, bro? Hey, how about this? How about we get the LGBT flag and add the black stripe? You know, because a lot of people want the black stripe for
That
black LGBT
actually
members.
meant something other than race. It means for the victim of AIDS. And
Oh, my bad. I
Jesus
thought it was about
Christ.
my
no,
bad.
what you were supposed to do when the flag was popular during the AIDS outbreak was when it was cured, you were supposed to cut off the black stripe and then burn it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about
That-
it. So
that's why
if
a lot of
that's
people
true,
do
then
that.
sorry for him.
I think the
That
governor.
could be-
I think the governor.
That could be wild. that could be wildly misinterpreted.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's what I
why
heard.
a lot of, let's say,
I
really
heard-
old groups were really enraged when the flag with the brown and black stripes were added because they said it was disrespectful to the
That's
creator
what
of
I
the
heard.
pride flag because he died shortly before that, and it's disrespectful to AIDS victims because the black stripe meant that it was a stripe of mourning.
Okay. Because I heard the black and brown stripe thing. Like people wanted to add it just because of the races, and that doesn't really make any sense.
Also, it looks awful when compared to the other colors.
More of the story is, folks, get woke over.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But ultimately, with this whole situation, gosh, with this whole situation, I just want to say this is that this doesn't help black people at all. And I've been called all sorts of names since that time. I'm gonna call Uncle Tom, Coon.
Thank you. I've
I
been
see.
called it too, Black. I mean, to be fair, the worst part is, you ever had one of your friends, one of your close friends, call you it? Someone you expect to have the same understanding.
Hey,
as you?
real talk, real quick. On a scale of 1 to 5, how hot do you think I look in this?
Oh, let me check. I was looking at GOG.
In general.
What did you do to change it up?
I don't
Are you talking
know.
about the suit in general?
Well, yeah, the suit, but you know,
It looks fun.
Wait, where did you post it?
Why are those things dangling? Like there's like dangling things.
whoa,
Man,
what's
where-
dangling? What?
Wait,
Not,
where did
not
you
your
post
cock, not your cock, bro. I'm
Oh,
talking about like the metal pieces.
Are
that
you-
dangling.
are
That's
we
not
not-
weird.
That's
Are we
my
watching the same stream?
Wait, what's going on here? Is he
Shit.
streaming
Where did
Fantasy Star?
Yeah.
Where did
Oh,
you post
man.
the image?
Black Sage, I gotta tell you something. Since you're just playing Fantasy Star Online too, man, you are years late on that shit. I was playing that shit. What,
Shit, you can put
6 to 7
tattoos on your
years ago.
character.
Okay,
Yeah.
boomer.
Oh, that's
Well,
not-
you know what?
but
You know what?
no,
You know what? I'll
the
accept that.
official Western release just released last week, so
Yeah, I know.
It was a
I
big
mean,
deal.
But guys, are you guys gonna get Cyberpunk 2077?
fuck no,
I-
baby.
I actually
might.
don't want to play it. I still do.
Nah,
Actually,
they got
Cyberpunk
woke.
2077, they pushed back the new reveal event because of the riots.
So a Polish
But
company.
anybody who
gonna-
is gonna get it, are you gonna make Futanari girls?
I'm not getting that trash.
I'll be honest.
What it is.
I better be able to have my chunk be a
You
gun.
know what? Okay, whoever just said that, I fully agree.
I did. It's like that one meme.
If I can't make it and it's out of character, it ain't real cyber.
Like let me just say this. Everyone always talks about, choice and acceptance and tolerance and all that crap.
And
Now,
identity.
when it comes to my fictional characters, I want to have that choice to do whatever I want. Now, if my character in Cyberpunk, if I could change the genitals, you best believe I want my fucking cock to be a goddamn sword.
Whew! Way to
it's not already.
lighten the
meaning
mood,
to-
my guys.
Well, at least a better spray hurting too.
Bringing new meaning to the term meat sword, huh?
Okay, moving on.
No, we ain't moving
So-
on.
How
to
to make
this.
that sound? I'm
So,
not good.
gosh.
So, how did you enjoy having your channel deleted after you made the mistake of allowing us onto the podcast chat?
Well, I didn't get really that many views. People keep leaving dick pictures all over the comment section. A few racial slurs here and there, but overall, I think I had a good run.
I mean, Black Sage, when I followed you, you kind of, I hate to go all boomer on this, but you kind of reminded me about my younger days. I mean, because I tried to say the same shit back during the Anita days, but everyone thought I was kind of crazy when I tried to warn them. But it's just kind of nice to see, some people seeing the shit now. I mean, a lot of
Now,
people.
Phantasy Star Online 2 is only on Windows 10.
Okay, that kind of surprised me because I was
the-
playing that shit for Windows 7, and this makes me want to log in the Japanese server and see how my friends are doing.
Yeah.
Y-
Well,
yeah.
yeah, it is only available on Windows 10, but it's also on Xbox One if you want
I
to play.
don't know one.
Whoa, thick boy! Oh boy, he's thick.
Uh,
The only MMO I'm still waiting for. You know what? I take it back. I told you I've already accepted it's never coming to the West, and that was Dragon Quest X.
yeah, y'all gonna have to give up that dream.
I mean, I just don't feel like rebooting.
Also, there is another MMO that's coming from Bandai Namco. I think the project is called Blue Harvest. If I remember correctly, it's Protocol Blue something, but it looks pretty amazing. But it's only.
It sounds like a Star Wars MMO.
No. You know what? Let me find the article. I was playing my fighting game. Let me find that shit.
Did you guys see that video of Batman in the protest? Just walking through?
Yeah, I saw it.
He's the hero we need, folks.
Flash really likes that dummy thick butt, I think.
With all the craziness going on, I'm surprised no one brought a Pepsi can and just gave it to a police officer.
Look in general.
Take my liquid crack.
Look in general chat. That's what I was talking about.
I am
Posting
I am just trash at it.
year of our Lord 2020.
You just gave me an idea. Not only should I bring a Pepsi can to a riot, I should do it dressed as Pepsi Man.
Do
One
it.
guy on YouTube actually went to one of the Berkeley protests with a bunch of Pepsi. He gave it to one guy who just threw it at, I think it was the police or something. He's like, here you go, have a Pepsi. And he just chucks it. In another part, I think he either got pepper spray or pepper balls or tear gas, and he said, I need to wash this out with a taste of new generation. Vito, I can't say his last name. It starts with a G. It's some of his older videos. He's attended the more recent protests and riots, but he gave a bunch of Pepsi to protesters, and he said since it was a roaring success, he's tried to sell popcorn and peanuts in another one.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to watch the circus, right? So why not sit down and relax?
Look in general. That's what the Joker is doing. What Batman's
Oh, hold on. Let me put this in the. Let me post this here, because let me post this in general chat because I'm pretty sure that Trump is now doing serious business right here. He's had enough.
You're mocking me, aren't you, Rabs?
Because
it's
like,
no.
Yeah, Trump has had enough. He's gonna make a list of all of his enemies.
Here, this.
Hey,
I posted the
he
Berkeley.
wouldn't be the first president who's had a secret kill list.
Exactly.
You wouldn't.
Berkeley takes the Pepsi challenge. Hey.
But yeah. Gosh, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So, what do you think about all these corporations? You know, putting all these stupid logos and signs talking about we care about Black Lives Matter. We're donating.
So you know, Square Enix did that.
They just don't want to get canceled.
Yeah, how? It's like how?
Imagine getting canceled for not doing anything.
Yeah.
Right now, it's to the point where you're either with us or you're against us. You are forced against your will to say something. You're forced to put that black photo, just straight up black screen.
I
am blacking out. No way.
I was just talking about that with.
Ironically, isn't like Blackout Tuesday? The purpose of that was to have like so-called people of color. I do that in quotations. People of color not buying anything for like a whole day to show that white America needs.
But here's the thing: most of these are like multinational corporations. Like, what the fuck? They're not even owned by white people.
Am I right? Like, wasn't the point of Blackout Tuesday to not buy anything for that one day to show what?
Oh wow, one day, one fucking day. That's gonna.
No, blackface. I was also saying. I was saying that earlier. You know, I was trying to tell someone earlier that like. I remember a lot of people were screeching about this whole thing about cultural appropriation and cultural imperialism, and that kind of just made me go like, well, okay, well, what the fuck? You know, you're trying to impose...
progress is not my culture.
Yeah, well, but here's
what is this?
but here's the thing though. when they, I think it was, I saw a tweet that someone said, like, I assume it was satire. I didn't, I don't want to just, go right fully into it. But when I was just like, isn't that basically in cultural imperialism, saying that, that another company, is like basically a Japanese company, has to worry about our American problems? Like, we're basically projecting our American problems onto them. Like, why
oh my god!
Speaking
Speaking of that, holy shit, man! Japanese Twitter is on fucking meltdown right now, and you want to know why that is?
Why?
It's because Sony basically delayed the PlayStation 5 reveal because of the riots.
Yep.
Let's keep it real. Sony postponed it because their asses weren't ready, and they're using this as an excuse.
How are they not ready? They were willing to do it on the 4th. Like, what's a few extra days gonna do?
Actually,
it's because their target demographic in the United States isn't around the sea.
Also, Black Sage, I gotta say this. Now, I have been paying attention to the whole PlayStation shit personally for a while. I got a friend that's just as old as me. We've been talking about this, and we kind of feel that... excuse me, sorry, been drinking. Sony kind of didn't really learn their lesson after the whole PS3 thing.
What happened with the PS3 thing? Like, what are you referring to?
Oh god, you haven't heard of the PlayStation? The PlayStation 3 was a colossal disaster.
Oh, I thought you were talking about politically. Like, I thought that's what you were referring to. I know PlayStation 3 didn't start off too hot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, it was a bad launch. The creepy baby commercial, the expensive price.
Oh yeah.
The
like,
fact that the developers
really
didn't know how to
bad
develop for it because you wouldn't send them the specs to work with it.
Yeah.
So they were working.
And the cell processor is an absolute pain to work with. Yep. Though it is insanely powerful for what it is, but you need to know how to use it.
They were using the cell processor to like power stuff or whatever. If I'm not mistaken.
But the thing was, we were talking about when we heard the rumors about mainly it was about the price, and we were just like, okay, Sony
the PS5. Oh.
Yeah, because like a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's cheap now. They're like, okay, a lot of y'all really don't remember that time when they said the PS3 was $599. Now, due to the time, inflation, economy, all that bullshit, yeah, $600 was a fucking lot of money.
And not to mention that during that time, like a fucking economic crash happened. Like,
yeah, but let's not act like Xbox was perfect either. Like, they had a good launch, but
$600.
They released that shit way too early, bro. They released it way too early. They were trying to get back at PlayStation with the PlayStation 2 sales, so they released it way too early. So you had a bunch of hardware problems.
Exactly.
With the Xbox 360 because they rushed it out.
And the Xbox One, they focused too much on just being entertainment in general rather than gaming.
The Wii had the best start, and they won in terms of sales, but in terms of how many people actually played on it,
they cheaped out on the Wii remote. The Wii Motion Plus was supposed to be in the controller originally, but they cheaped out when they were launching it.
The biggest problem was the Wii didn't have really enough buttons. Like, even with the Wii remote nunchuck, it didn't have really enough buttons for most games.
It's
so
like you had to
controller.
You
didn't have a right analog stick.
I mean,
and even then, they didn't get triggers. They don't have trigger buttons. Like,
pretty much any game, like third-party game ported to Wii that only used Wii remote and nunchuck was basically guaranteed to not have like good camera because you can't use the right analog stick to move the camera.
We're not gonna deny that when it came out, we didn't want one. We didn't want one when it came out. Let's be real now. I remember one too.
Goodness.
Is
it a bad thing? Is it a bad thing that I got the PlayStation 3 instead of the Xbox 360?
Actually, funny enough, Black Sage, the only reason I sold my 360 at the time, well, I did PC gaming a lot beforehand, but it really did happen once when I was 15. I remember I always I did have my own PC, but I wanted my own gaming PC. We all been there. But
yeah, it was too expensive back then. I think like a PC was like what, $300 or $3,000. I mean, back then.
Yeah, but then like basically
if you want really high end, yeah.
But basically at that time, I remember I used to always walk to my 7-Eleven, my local 7-Eleven, and buy those Xbox Live cards. And really, it did hit me that day when I was walking home after I bought one of those cards. I was just walking home, just having my headsets and having my card, and then I was just like, wait. Why the fuck am I paying to play online? it's just
Exactly.
kind of all.
Especially with the Xbox One, bro. Like the Xbox One, like all the games you can get Xbox One, you can get on PC. There's very few games that are literally exclusive.
And that's the exact same mindset I had when I was a teenager. I had my PC just to play like Unreal Tournament, World of Warcraft, and
Yeah, same here.
I was taught how to torrent when I was 13 years old. But I did want to always go into PC gaming because I just like being on a PC. So
Yeah, the game that really got me into PC gaming was it was those interplay games.
The games that started me on PC after a long stint as a console player were Knights of the Old Republic and Oblivion.
By the way, is it alright if I'm playing fighting games right now? Y'all mind if I just hop on live and stream if y'all want to watch or something? I mean, we're all talking about gaming. But there were another lot of factors. I mean, I got my PS3 in late 2009, early 2010. I still have my PS3. The only reason I kept my PS3 was just because once I finally, I'm not lying to y'all. My PS3 is literally right behind me, sitting right next to my fucking 55-inch TV.
Oh wow! What did you look at my room? Jesus Christ! This is like my TV's right back in. My PS3 is right next to me too.
But the thing is, like, I keep telling myself one day, because I was like, one day I'm gonna put custom firmware on it, just like I did my PS3, my PSP. But it's just like, all right, one day. It's one of those. It's like a Family Guy clip. It's just like, all right, one day I'll do it. One day I'll do it. I'll get off my ass and do it. One day. But I never sold my PS3 because I have actually two rare games on my console. I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Like, that's literally the only reason why.
Speaking of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, there are rumors that Ubisoft might be bringing it back.
After what, 10 years or so?
It's been about... Oh, actually, yeah, okay, fuck you for making me feel old because that movie came out when I was 17.
Shit.
And now, Scott Pilgrim's known for that one song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to say the title and people know what I'm talking about.
If Ubisoft's bringing it back,
Scott Pilgrim ruined a generation of women.
No, it didn't.
That's the name of the song.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. I get where you're coming from. I know the song, but I just thought you were just, joking. Well, but I think it's funny to me that Scott Pilgrim did come out at that time, and because to this date, I remember I really wanted to buy it. I was on eBay. I was trying to find a copy of it.
Here you go.
And I got really lucky. That was one of those rare moments in my life where I was just like, God,
I'm not finished.
On my side for
Here
once.
you go.
I got lucky. I bought it from the guy for $40.
All right,
and
the last.
I really wanted to message people on eBay. And just be like, you stupid motherfucker, you could have easily sold this for $200 starting.
Oh, jeez.
Here you go.
Technically, he didn't finesse him because he undersold it, bro. He undersold
Still breathing.
That's his fault.
I got, before the lockdown, I got Xenogears original Japanese cover for $10.
By the way, I know.
Yeah, but at least you didn't pull off a Pawn Stars on him and say, best I can do is 25 cents.
I'm also trying.
Gonna have to bring in an expert.
I'm gonna have to, literally, that's the whole show. I'm gonna have to bring in an expert.
But to me, it's kind of nice to just run into some people like this. I mean, I've met all kinds of people on the internet. I try to escape. I mean, I'm sure most of us been in our political phases. I have too.
Yeah, I have, bro.
Yeah, I've been there.
It's
bro, I want to tell you how bad it was. I was so, really far left that, when I was, the class that helped me, change my mind a little bit and, stay away from being too, far in any direction is literally the teacher I was talking about earlier when I said, the teacher helped me see things more clearly because literally every time he said the word Republican or someone said Republican, I got really upset inside and I just assumed they were evil people.
I was almost
that's how bad it was.
ironic tanky.
No,
like I was
no.
there saying to myself, why would anyone want to be Republican? And that has to do really with my leftist cousin, who would always who would paint the right in a certain way.
The thing is like I remember when I was in high school back then. Once in a while, someone always says like, "Oh, Republican bad, this and that," but then. It's one of those things where you just really one day finally it's like a switch in your mind that just asks.
Yeah, because
why?
I can't even explain how it happened. It just happened.
I have a bit of a long story.
But the thing is, like, I view. Oh no, you go ahead. I'll whoever just said that, you go ahead. I want to focus on this real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Well, I probably started my development in my U.S. history class in high school when I learned about the original political divide between the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists. And I'm just like, okay, this actually makes more sense to me. This dichotomy. I do not understand why personal freedoms are kept over here on the left and economic over here on the right. So I started looking into libertarianism and...
Go on.
And I found a lot of that, and I will say... PSA Stitch recently opened me back up to a lot of more kind of centrist stuff.
Yeah, if I can be so bold, I guess I would say is that I was pretty much what you would call somewhat of a leftist. I wasn't like a full social justice warrior type guy, right? I was somewhat like a leftist. I didn't really like Trump in the beginning. Thought he was kind of a clown. I still think he is now, but it's like... he's not that bad. Like, regardless of what you can say about Trump right now, he's probably doing a lot more for this country than every last president combined in the last 30 years, pretty much.
Yes.
And what really broke me out of, let's say, what really made me take the red pill, and I don't know if any of you guys know me back then, what really made me take the red pill was pretty much Sony's little censorship policy. That was really that was the red pill.
Did Sony of Japan support that, or
no? That's Sony of America.
No, only America. Yeah, that was a huge wake up call for me as well.
I know Japan ain't all that bullshit. Like, if Japan was all that bullshit, I'd be really surprised. Because Sony's a Japanese company. Like, even though there's an American division, like the Japanese company from the Japanese division is, if I'm not mistaken, should be the one with the final say.
Exactly.
The American division.
Exactly.
Because it's a Japanese company.
God damn it. Sorry, I was... If you're watching, I'm also listening to you guys, but I'm also mad that I fucked up my combos because I was listening to Black Sage talking. Got me, yo.
Oh, shit, my
Black
bad.
Sage, you ruined my match. I'm in rank.
And you want to know the funny thing is about this? I'm going to bring up something.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the situation, like, the foreign minister of China condemned the killing and saying something along the lines of Black Lives Matter or something like that.
Oh, fuck him.
China's the last country to talk about human rights abuse. Not even just on Chinese people, but we're talking the African people living in China.
The African people living in Africa?
I don't know how you pronounce it, but like the Uyghur Muslims or something like that, and you putting them in camps.
If that isn't propaganda, I don't know what is.
You are the last people to talk about any kind of oppression of anybody. Sit in the back of China. Sit in the back. And I'm not talking about the government officials, not like Chinese people who have no control. Like, I'm talking about the government officials.
The U.S.
Separate the government from the people.
Could have just been, your opinion has been noted and discarded.
Sit right in the back with your buddy from Blizzard.
Yeah, but ultimately, yeah, but
doesn't see the. I feel sorry for people who don't see the bigger picture. It's like
yeah, ultimately, that wake up call.
Name's Often.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you, mate.
Holy shit, this guy is Australian. Holy shit.
This is the definition of calling the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, but let me go back for 1 second.
No need to search the room. It's you I'm talking to.
Who's this guy
mate,
from Australia?
It's you, mate.
Does he? Hold on, real quick. Does this guy's voice match his body?
Wait, let me. Oh, are you talking about like the
fucking elf guy? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, what really was a huge wake-up call to me was
so let's make the most of it.
You know, Sony's little censorship policy, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of the bullshit that's been going on in the world. Surprisingly enough, was a goddamn video game being censored.
All ARC's operatives, proceed with your mission.
For me, too, especially since I sort of dipped out for a while before then.
Yeah.
Guess they're all set.
Like,
looks like we've got a nice and easy spot for our first mission, eh, mate? Let's just stay nice and chill.
When it comes to a real-life incident, the closest thing where it might have been acceptable is the Blitzchung incident, because that's actually related to gaming, because he's a gamer, and he was in a competition and he won, and he was speaking up about it. Like, if anyone should have talked about anything,
For
first
some
was
reason,
Blizzard, because this was a
I'm a
Blizzard
bit nervous
event.
to jump into that
But
teleport.
where were all the other gaming companies when this gamer,
But hey,
who's from Hong
ARCs
Kong,
are courageous. Let's give it a
was,
shot, mate.
Wrongfully got his money, like prize money taken away from him. Where was all the gaming companies then?
Because they don't want to defend Daddy China. That's why.
Like, at least that situation, like, even though it's political, it has something to do with gaming. Like, this thing has nothing to do with gaming.
And besides, who cares? Gamers are just bigots.
Oh god, you know the headlines are gonna come after this. Holy shit, man. Gamers are all bigots. They hate black people. It's like y'all really standing hard for this corporate propaganda, aren't you?
It's really hilarious to think about the left being in bed with corporations like this.
Especially when they are the main ones talking shit about corporations.
Bro, the worst part is, what I hate the most is, like, when they're, like, well, just a lot of people that are just like, oh, corporations shouldn't be speaking on this, and then they're the main ones be like, why aren't they speaking on this? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Jesus
They just
Christ.
want validation, that's all.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and I don't ask for validations. Like, but I mean,
Isn't this a sight?
The only reason
Whole
I made
area's
my
covered
shit
top to
posting
bottom and nothing but
Twitter
green.
account was to
Really
get away
gets the old
from
blood
a
pumping.
lot of bullshit. I mean, it's not. I already have my main. You know, I'm assuming most of us probably have our mains, or if not, I could be wrong. It's just
have a shit post.
You know, I'm.
I just have my main.
That's fine.
I've had a few shit posts, but I deleted them.
Okay, so that's fine. It's just, you know, I got my main,
Now,
my
hold on.
IRL friends.
Let's not get
I've
too
had a
eager too
Twitter
quickly.
account. My main actually is from 2010, actually. Yeah, old. But you know, I've had a few shit posting Twitter accounts where, you know, I wanted to make things and yada yada yada, but then after I got banned, after you know, being bored of the whole edgy shit posting and all that, or just getting people riled up, you know, I just wanted to make an account where I could like the things that, you know, I could like. Basically art, porn, you know, cute animals.
Yeah, most of the shit I retweet on my Twitter account is anime titties and shit. That's why.
Well,
I like
you know, every personal shit.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not that much of a social reject that I gotta post like not safe for work stuff on my account. It's most and nothing wrong with anime titties. It's just that, you know, I just like to keep my account clean. Pretty much.
No,
man.
No,
Until we find out your old account.
That's right.
No, it's just, you know.
This is our first
I
taste
got
of actual
friends,
combat in the field.
I'm not
Guess we
saying that
ought
I
to
don't have
practice the
friends
basics
that-
first then.
Yeah, long story short, it's just like we all keep. Yeah, we all.
Different strokes for different folks. That's my
Yeah.
on it, and I don't care.
I feel like I just keep some things to myself.
I am
you know, I
Hilda,
like
the
to get to know
operator.
people and
I will
everything.
begin
Doesn't
your
matter, it's the
certification
internet.
mission.
But
First,
it came
I will
to a
check
point
your
where, like,
vision.
and I've seen it
Take a
plenty of
look
times.
around
Like,
you.
at first I got mad because I kept it happened before. I've seen it before many times. First, I tried to
You didn't
avoid
seem
a lot
to
of
have
this
any
shit. I
trouble.
really did.
Next, I will
I've
confirm
seen
your
it all so
maneuverability.
much, you guys.
Move to the
cannot
specified
stress
location.
how much shit I have actually seen. I have gotten mad about it. But then the thing is,
Looks like you have no problem with movement. Next, I will confirm how you jump.
Say, fuck it, you're not a
You
bad
see
person
those
for
blocks
what
in
you
front
like.
of you?
You're not a bad person
Jump over
for
them.
what you enjoy. You do the right things, you know right from wrong. Have fun.
You can get over a barrier like
We've all
this.
been
There you go.
I've always kind of felt obligated to kind of keep engaged to make sure people like me know that we're not alone.
But the thing is like, I got mad again because of the Persona 5 controversy, and that's what really.
Yes, that's that. Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
to be honest, let me correct that. To be honest, they did make it somewhat even more offensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it kind of is somewhat of like a redemption in a case.
But the thing is, Sage, I remember, like, what the game came out 3 fucking years ago. I beat it in 2 weeks, and I remember when I'm seeing that controversy, I'm just like,
here you go.
The game came out 3 years ago.
That wasn't the first time Persona 5 got heat. Like, people thought that Persona 5 said the word retard in like one of the songs.
Well, that's because it's like you have a bunch of people who don't play video games gravitating to this game for the first time.
And don't get me started. Do not get me started on the bullshit surrounding.
Okay, now I'll confirm how you attack.
Everything regarding use case chapter, and especially extra.
Whoa! Hold on! Whoa! No spoilers.
No, okay, hang on. Let me just say this. Okay. I had to bring up the old. Now, I like to be nice about this. Black Sage, you don't follow me. I like a lot of your shit, but let me just say, my bio says on my Twitter, because I decided to be humble about things. I like to say I can be the nicest person you met, or the most ghetto person you've ever met. Now, what I mean by ghetto, I also mean turbo nerd. And I like to just tell people
I'll
that
confirm
get
your photon
offended
arts.
in
Teleporting virtual
that
targets.
are in rated games. And I'll straight up tell the people the same thing I've been saying to people basically since I was 17, even 18, 19, 20, whatever. If you can't handle the content being presented to you, then you shouldn't be playing the game.
Exactly.
Or if you don't like it, then don't. In the words of that one EA guy, like with the whole Battlefield 5 controversy, if you don't like it, don't buy it.
Yeah,
I bet.
People
I will
forgot
buy it.
about the power of voting with your wallet rather than forcing change. It's something that developers don't want to change.
And the thing is, like, I love dark content. I love it. I don't care. It's taboo. We as humans, we love taboo content. Am I not wrong?
Exactly. Thank you. Someone said it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of a fan of dark comedy and stuff
like that. Yeah, same here. I love.
Even if it's fucked, I can acknowledge the event that you're talking about is really fucked up, and I can really hate what happened in the event. But
I'll
like,
still
the
laugh.
whole point of like dark comedy is to like talk about the issues. Like the comedy is one of the best ways to discuss issues because you're allowed to talk. It's like you can talk about it, but like it's not, the atmosphere isn't like all dark and depressing. Like people are like,
Hi, bro. Like, there was a dark joke I laughed about, as much as I loved and hated Kobe, the only reason I hated Kobe was because, I'm a Mavericks fan, he's Lakers, that's basketball.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
But at the end of the day, I was always like, nigga, it was Kobe. Everybody knows that. But there was a dark humor joke I laughed like a month after his death about someone saying that some dude was in Warzone playing Call of Duty, and some kid was flying the helicopter. He crashed the helicopter, and as he was crashing the helicopter, he said, "Kobe!"
Bro.
joke is also that's the reason why the helicopter was removed.
But the worst
Well
part
then,
was,
let's continue by confirming your perfect attack. Destroy
and I
the
saw
virtual
that joke, and I
targets.
was just like,
Bro, I'm sorry, but I remember.
General chat.
What made me laugh, like one of the Kobe jokes that made me laugh, is the one where Peter Griffin is in the helicopter and he crashes it. And he's like, "Oh my god, oh shit, oh fuck," and he's like falling, and then the caption says, "Do the Kobe." Like, that's fucked up.
Oh wow.
like it's
That
messed
is
up.
fucked up. Jesus Christ.
You know it's messed up. You know it's messed up. But humor is subjective. It's just.
Yeah, but the thing is, let's just say there is an afterlife and I died in some tragic way. If one of my friends was laughing, like making a dark joke, or whatever, I wouldn't care. I'd be laughing with them.
Yeah, I even told my friends, if I die and y'all at my funeral, I said I want my funeral to be a roasting session. I want y'all to get it.
If I die, I want the coffin dance. If I die.
I want my funeral to be a roasting session. I want y'all to be at my coffin and be like, this motherfucker did.
Don't forget that feeling.
I'll be laughing. I will be laughing.
It's time to commence your practical
Even if I'm in
training.
hell,
Proceed.
I'll still be laughing.
Well, I'm hoping that you probably have the Kobe Bryant RC helicopter. It's probably worth something now.
But I also another thing I want to share is to people is like I hate
Is that
this
a Sylvan?
thing. I hate this
Sure
thing
seems
of
like a handful, but
because of what people said, in the past.
Uh,
Now I'm
I
an
just-
I get it. I still do
Mate,
this stuff once in a
it
while.
looks like we're in for a brawl.
It just is what it is. And yeah, but the thing is, it's just like what I hate the most is I hate hypocrites. I hate like I don't put myself on a pedestal and try to like you do this and that. Like, I know who I am. I know if I were to put myself on a pedestal, like I have to realize the things that I said in the past, but I know who I am. That's why I do the thing of just like actually go out and work. Like, because of these riots going on, I actually donated money. I'll be honest. Y'all don't know me, but this is coming from me personally.
Multiple enemies have appeared. Don't forget to
rarely
dodge their attacks.
Give out money. I do. Just for the donating. But I did it. Because not to say that I haven't done it to some YouTubers before, but I did it. I actually did the whole GoFundMe. Went to the GoFundMe, donated some money. There was a guy that lost his sports bar. Had his sports bar destroyed.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I actually did money. But I didn't really, say anything on my Twitter. Just tell my friends, oh, I donated this. Why?
Yeah, actions speak louder than words.
I just did it.
And that's how I prefer, honestly. Like, if you were actually doing it for a noble cause, you wouldn't feel the need to like shove in everyone's face that you did.
Right, you just
Enemy
do it and move
suppression
on.
confirmed.
Speaking of
You
giving
did well.
money, what's with
Proceed.
all the fucking commies on Twitter putting their fucking cash app in their bio, just like donate to me.
Because they're commies, you idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fact that I almost said you idiot. That's what I said about the whole edgy thing.
Yeah, I know we're all weebs here, but when we're saying commie, we're referring to communists, not God.
No.
They're definitely not God.
No. I was trying to be nice because I was about to say because they're commies, you idiots. I don't know y'all. Let me just say this about me. I said you idiots, you dumbass.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
Oh,
honestly,
Honestly, I didn't even know this because
that answer coming out.
No.
honestly, I don't even care, but I didn't even flirt tonight.
Another point I tried to make was like when people try to say, "Oh, you edgy posting," well, I also have empathy. Okay.
Oh, don't get me started on empathy. Empathy is something people love to pay lip service to, but they don't understand shit about.
Let me talk about empathy for a minute here. You know the assholes that keep trying to force people to make a political statement or try to take a stand with this whole riot shit situation and bullshit like that? They're the main ones who are like, you should have empathy and make a statement. It's like, no, I don't. No, I don't. It has nothing to do with me, so no, I don't.
Well, it's not just apply to people you agree with. Empathy is a tool for understanding a situation from multiple angles.
Also, thought. What I meant by empathy was, like, I also, well, I've actually talked to Black Sage before, but most of y'all, I don't know. I like to say, on my Twitter profile that I put, I'm trying to, I feel like that's actually covered my main profile. Like, if I offended you, that's your fault on the internet. But I feel like that empathy, you know, just in case someone, you know, out there say, hey, I'm just saying, I'm keeping ground for myself, you know. It's, I'm trying to be nice and at the same time have fun.
Yeah, I get you, man.
Like here's the thing. I choose my words very carefully on the internet because you don't know what the fuck might get you kicked off these days.
You know, bro. I've said,
While we're at it, let's confirm how you heal.
Every word in the book, I could probably think of. Now there are points where I don't go low. There's a low point I don't even go to. I said trannies, I said troon, I've said nigger, kike. Yeah,
Whoa.
We gotta be mindful of the stream.
The stream's gonna end.
You're on a stream.
Oh no.
No shit.
Oh. Wait, you guys are on stream?
Yes.
Oh my
god.
Oh.
Nice knowing y'all.
Nice job.
Hey guys, remember, context doesn't matter. Only the words matter.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, can I deeply apologize?
Wait.
If your
The fact that you have to
HP
apologize
reaches
is sad,
you
bro.
will be incapacitated.
No,
Don't forget to heal ASAP.
Hear me out.
Okay,
I
this completes the
apologize
certification mission. Proceed
on
to
the
the end.
fact that I did not know you guys were on stream. I did not know what was going on. I apologize. I just joined. I thought we were all just having guy chat and all that crap.
We can still have that, but yeah, let's choose different selection of words. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your objective is to suppress the rock bear. Utilize
Let's
the
just say,
it's nothing against you personally.
It's like in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon, Deadpool didn't say kill, he said, but I'm gonna uncancel.
You'll see an opening after
Or
it
let's do what
performs a
Doom
large
Eternal
attack.
did.
Aim
We
for
can't
it.
use the word demon. We gotta use more than it counts.
Want me to fight that huge thing all of a sudden?
I said things
I'll provide
I
backup.
said
You take the lead.
tweets. I posted on indie boards for fun. Everything happens. You say it, you're done. You move on. And to me, I felt it doesn't affect, especially on that certain image board where everyone is not. If y'all know what I'm talking about, we all have that clear understanding. Am I correct?
Well, you're not allowed to
The
say
rock
the
bear's
word.
weak point is its head.
Well, I was just
Watch
making
its
some.
movements closely.
Oh,
And
okay.
attack
I was
its
like,
head
what now?
after it
What now?
performs a
Ford
large
King
attack.
now? That'll get you banned
You
too.
just need to
Just
dodge these
saying.
attacks. You can hit it while it's down.
Oh,
Keep
okay.
dodging, mate.
But also apologize. But deeply, yeah, never really meant it. Have I had hatred? I wouldn't say hatred, but just anger. I mean, yeah, we're human. It's understanding. That's where I kind of feel like, oh, and then I can change.
Honestly, speak
The
for
results
yourself,
are
meatbag.
superb. The way I see it, you should have no problem being an art
Okay,
operative.
another thing is I feel
All right,
as though
time to make for the collection
Another-
point so you can come back.
I don't
Head
know if I
toward
can
the
say
next
this because you
area.
guys are on stream. Now, it's nothing negative, like deeply negative. You know, if I say it, just
Well,
the two words.
let's just move on because it's
All
like,
right.
yeah,
Black
it's
Sage,
we're just gonna have to watch our language from here on out because
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Just say
personally.
non-Christian words.
yeah.
Well, if I say non,
Minecraft server.
So
well,
anyway, guys, what games are you playing right now?
server.
Well, I just got GTA 5 for free, so it's pretty.
Trying to install Phantasy Star, it won't run properly.
Actually, if you want to do Phantasy Star, I might suggest an old tool when I used to play on the Japanese servers that might actually help.
PSO tweaker.
Yep.
I am playing. I've been doing some Persona 4 Arena. I'm gonna pick up Breath of the Wild again.
Whoa. You got Persona 4 Arena PS3?
Xbox 360.
Wait, does that have crossplay or no?
No.
I really? You know, for many years, I actually thought that game did have crossplay.
Well, no.
I don't
these
have
companies do
Xbox
crossplay.
Live anyway, so.
Well, all fighting games should really have crossplay, but it's like.
Well, Street Fighter 5 does.
I think that Power Rangers game does. I don't know.
I mainly got it for this.
What's happening?
Decent story mode.
By the way, Black says you are the only person on Twitter I actually want to play in fighting games. I am very big on fighting games, and I want to challenge your abilities.
Dangerous photon
Oh, well,
levels
what
detected.
game do you want to play?
I repeat.
What you got
a
on
code F
PC?
order has been issued for
Well, I got Dragon Ball Z
Spatial
Fighter.
corruption has been detected.
Alright.
Oh, I got Dragon Ball Fighters. Hey, what do you play on?
You seen this, mate?
PC.
PC.
Oh,
Yeah. Welcome to the PC world, boy.
This is some kind of joke. This law
Now,
just
if you
appeared out of
got,
thin air.
now I haven't touched Street Fighter 5 in a while. I just need about 5 minutes in training mode with Balrog, and we can go.
This is a top priority order. Neutralize
You all heard it. You all heard it here. Sage only plays politically correct
This
games.
wank is real false
No.
The evil thing's trying to consume the entire universe.
From that motherfucker Twitter, this motherfucker wants to play as
Why are they
Sinrod.
showing that here of all places?
Hey, I
Shouldn't
can
be
joke.
any on Nefarious.
I like to joke. That's just me. Black says if you get to know me, you can rip on me as much as you want. Like,
I think you and I are going to get along
that
great.
was almost too dead on. Good thing I prepared
Hey, yo,
for the
guys,
worst.
check out this meme I posted in general chat.
but
Are you here to help us?
What's it called?
We're saved.
also, after
We don't have time to settle down right now, though, because the collection point is
I
just
don't know.
up ahead.
I-
Let's
maybe,
bust
I
through
don't
these
know.
things.
Wait a sec. Are we fighting these things too?
What, the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Also, Black, do you have Under Night and Birth?
No, I'm not
That's
sure.
a great fighting game.
Other Night in Birth.
I think that they're Marxist, but like they're super pro Second Amendment.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Sorry.
You know what? It's rare. I'm gonna be a cheap ass for a second. You're
up?
lucky I'm drinking. Let me find a key for you if it's cheap.
What
Yes. Oh, nah. When it comes to fighting games, I'll play anyone in fighting games. Let me check. Find the key for you. Okay, never mind. It's still expensive. I got bills to pay. Also, I got a ticket not too long ago.
Oh.
Still expensive.
Well, lucky
I would
me.
have bought it. I would have bought it for you, but not now. I just checked up the prices.
Yeah, Japanese games are over expensive.
Not overly expensive.
They're just expensive.
By the way, I still want to know, why haven't you played those games I given you?
What games?
The hentai ones.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Don't put that in your phone.
This is a Christian show. We don't
Does
speak
your
of such
current
filth.
weapon suit you?
All
You
right,
should
all
try
right.
various
Oh,
kinds of
sorry,
weapons
I'm
until
being
you
a
find
terrorist
one you
right
like.
So go on.
I'm loving these days that are coming out. Like, whether it's the meta, I love it like when you have like one like Doge that's superior and the other one's like a win.
Oh yeah,
I'm loving that type of
Alright, note to self. If you guys ever have a podcast again, warn me not to get in if I'm drinking.
Oh, I've been drinking tonight too.
We'll just give you the wrong day to win.
Well, I mean, everybody might be drinking after what the fuck's been happening lately. I can't even blame you now.
Roblox is free. Let's play Roblox.
You know, I never even touched that game.
Touch it then.
Where do I touch it?
Just search up Roblox.
You wanna
It takes
rephrase
like a
that?
minute to download.
Just don't touch it in an inappropriate place.
And just for posterity, you guys want to reintroduce yourselves to the stream?
Radio
And
Uh-oh, we got stage fright.
I'm just smiling.
I'm Team Member Sox Agent 69 on Discord.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, well, we're just gonna be moving on here.
Say, do any of you know how to keep an idiot in suspense?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Do you know how to keep an idiot in suspense?
No, I don't.
Damn,
so bad. So bad. My brain is too.
It beat his 400 IQ.
Here you go.
So,
I'll away a little bit on Fibra with the Donkey Kong profile. But
So,
I don't think they can see that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So, speaking of gaming, let's get back to gaming again. What do you guys think about this game so far? What do you think how it looked?
Which game?
Phantasy Star.
The Phantasy Star Online too.
Yeah.
If I were to rate it, because
I mean, don't rate it just on my trash ass gameplay. Well, my immaculate gameplay.
Well, no. I played it years ago, on the Japanese servers while I was in college. The game is actually pretty fun. It's a party MMO. You join in. You guys are actually okay. Well, Black Stage, you're at the early stages of it. Now, I don't know the changes of what Microsoft's done, but when I played a couple years ago, the game is there's tower. Okay, let me explain. You do simple missions. You join in, do simple missions to level up and all that stuff. Or you can just sit in the lobby and just chat with people and just laugh or
the collection
whatever.
point is just
But
ahead.
when it comes
We have
to
to
like
endure
actual
a bit longer.
boss fights and everything, now they have raids of
Why
where
did this have to
you have
happen
20
right
people
after our certification
fighting
mission?
a gigantic boss, and there are certain boss levels, like there are modes where there's easy, normal, very hard, or like I forgot, it's been a while. There's extreme. If you play extreme, you get hard XP. You get more XP if you beat the boss, and prize and yada yada yada. But it's really a party MMO. It's not an MMO like World of Warcraft, where it's just an open world. The whole game is an open world. You join a party, you go into the world. There's just lots of people in a lobby. That's what it is.
Yeah, I get you. So, would this be great? I mean, so obviously this would be better with friends, right?
I mean,
pretty much any MMO is better with friends.
No.
Really?
I think because I played in the old days of MMOs. You play MMOs to connect with people as well. I mean, I'm not wrong. You're not wrong for saying it would be just for friends, but isn't the point of an MMO to connect with people?
I mean, that's what I meant too. Like, I didn't mean just hook up with people, I mean, I mean like playing with people in general. Like playing by yourself just isn't as fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, I'm one of the guys who's pretty much a social reject in video games. So,
like, I'm all about meeting hooking up with people. That's how you make new friends.
No, the thing is, like, I played Phantasy Star online too on the Japanese server. Like, you literally, I was on threads and every fucking thing. There was an English patch for it, everything. Even Sega knew back then. People on their server. And they didn't care. Well, they did care, but they didn't. They cared because basically back then, like 6 years ago, when I was playing the game, Sega was just basically, yeah, we know people are connecting onto our game, outside of the country, but basically they said if you have account problems, yeah, we can't help.
That's the problem where Microsoft kind of came in. Right?
Yeah, but the thing was, back then the PS2 English release, I remember that. The only reason people kept playing on the Japanese servers was the English release has been on for like what, 7 years. 7 years, like this.
So this game came out on PS2?
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. I remember there were articles way back then.
This is on 2012.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been playing that game for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
How did that even function on the PS2?
No, wait, PS2. No, it was on PC.
We can't possibly defeat
Oh,
that huge one!
Zeno, I'm going to get the
Phantasy
return
started.
telepipe
Yeah, it
ready,
was on
so go
PC,
take
but
care
like,
of
yeah, I
that
played
huge
that
small spawn.
years. Like, I was
Roger,
when I hear people talk about
Buy me some
Phantasy
time,
Star Online
rookies.
2 right now, I'm just like, where the fuck have you been? Like, yeah. I mean, I've been
maybe because they didn't do what you did and use the English font or whatever. How did you even pronounce it?
I think I figured out our approach.
Well,
It has pretty thin legs for such a giant body. So let's try focusing our attacks on one of the legs.
12 years, 2008, seeing all this shit, yada yada yada, get connected. I already know how to connect to these things. When I want to play something, I will actually go out my way to actually try to play. I don't care.
How did it run?
Huh?
Like, how did the game run because we're playing overseas? So, like, how was the connection?
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah, as long as you have a decent internet connection, it's not too bad.
No, here's the thing. You didn't even need to use a VPN to do it. You really didn't need to use a VPN like that. You could literally jump to it.
Back to the days where they started doing
Why didn't they just make it so there's just not a lot of people who want to play?
The thing is, you have to optimize those servers. You have to put those servers, the country.
I don't know how many people want to play. Clearly, there's people want to play. How large was it? Foreign players playing?
Completed.
Everyone always wants to say what they want to play, but how many will actually go? Of a cultural aspect of just when you join a Japanese guild, and which is funny enough is
Bro, speaking of us being on Discord, Discord did the same thing too, but at the very with the whole protest and shit. But at the very least, they at least changed the color to Discord color instead of just making it black with white letters.
And the other thing is that they actually said what they're going to do. Although I would rather have said, what I would rather have them done is actually do it and then say it.
Well, actually, I would have liked them to say nothing at all, really.
Wait, what are they trying to do?
Optimally, I would rather just not see it. I'm just saying, given the situation and what they said, I would prefer they would have at least done that.
Yeah, just do something behind the scenes. Don't say anything at all. At least if you're gonna do something like that. That's what a lot of these companies.
Wait, what are they trying
to
do? I didn't read the whole thing because I'm talking to guys. So what are they?
So basically, they're doing the whole Black Lives Matter thing, making all these statements talking about we about diversity and inclusion, blah blah blah.
We here at Bland stand in solidarity with the black community against police brutality and systemic racism.
Yeah, all that.
You think these kind of people have some kind of self-awareness? Like they're
No,
really
they
all
don't.
the same. It's all cookie cutter. All cookie cutter.
Even you know what the crazy thing is? You know what the crazy thing is?
These people are like robots.
Well, that's what they're NPCs. What do you mean? Like exactly. But you know what the crazy thing is? Gosh. Sorry. With at Nickelodeon, they did a 8-minute segment talking about I can't read, Black Lives Matters, all that. It's like on the damn network.
Yeah, 8 minutes 46 seconds, which was the same amount of time.
What? Black Sage? I don't know how old you are.
Nickelodeon basically cut off all shows or whatever and had orange background, white letters.
Which is crazy because these are this is a show for children.
well, hang on. Black Sage, I
Yeah.
still remember growing up. I still remember Nickelodeon having the ads about like kids can vote and all that shit, and the whole worldwide play of day. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but
Is
that
it
was
okay if I
but that
post
was
that?
like for like helping kids out, going out. They
Mhm.
like
Yeah, I get what- I
this
get
is
what-
a whole
I
different
get what-
ball game.
No
though.
offense, but for the whole voting thing, it's like pointless because kids can't even vote.
It was
I mean,
more
you
yeah.
can teach them about voting, but
what
they can't
an
even vote.
election is and how people vote and what it does.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I get what y'all are saying. I really do. But Black Sage is also right. Is because they are teaching kids about matters about it's how I feel of just like
Like if you're gonna talk about this sort of stuff, do it in a more nuanced and more palatable way. Just don't try to shock force them into, scaring them about thinking about politics, because that's not the time and place for that.
and
Yeah,
also
man.
keep it
Right.
private.
Actually, a lot of parents were
private.
pretty pissed because of that.
Yeah.
It's better to like keep these matters private.
Oh.
Now, I don't want to share something with you guys because we're on a podcast, but I would rather wait until we're not on stream. But these things, the older I get, I feel when I look back at a lot of things, it's just like, oh, it happened. Okay, that happened. Whatever. But did it change me? Did it change? Well, I don't know if it changed you guys, but I'm just speaking from my point of view. Did it change me as a person? It's just like, huh.
Yeah, but it's like here's the thing. Kids don't know anything about what's going on with social media or the world at large.
But the thing is, like, okay, I know what you're saying, but remember how back then in the MySpace days, we were just all just.
Well, even then, it's like kids didn't hang around with MySpace too much. They just logged in, made a few funny posts, logged off, and went out with their day. It's like they didn't
That's exactly what I did too when I was. Yeah.
Right, and the only way you could get on the internet was on the computer. And
Via
now-
dial-up half the time.
Yeah, but it's like nowadays, it's like you have kids who are basically given cell phones at the age of like 12, and they're on the internet 24/7 on their hips.
What's funny was I even got my first cell phone when I was 12, a flip phone actually.
Me too.
I didn't get my first smartphone. What was it, a BlackBerry, until I was 16, and then I bought my first Android phone when I was 17.
Oh shit, lucky
That
you.
sounds about right here.
But I don't think what Nickelodeon did was appropriate, in my opinion. You see what I'm saying? It's like I feel like what Nickelodeon did, they basically took a very adult and complicated matter, and they ultimately made it work. Keep in mind though, we were in the reels of a deadly pandemic, a virus, pretty much, and we were coming off the heels of that. But it's like, again, there's a time and place for everything, and right now people need that escapism. And you know what the fucked up thing is that it's like all these companies want to remind you about the harsh realities of life. And keep in mind though, people already know that. They know this day in and day out. It's not your fucking job to remind people about the harsh realities of life. People just need an escape. Stop trying to force people to think about your goddamn politics.
Everyone and their grandmother knows about George Floyd. Like, really, no one in this country doesn't know about it.
Oh, hold on, who is this?
Hey, it was Lunar Nocturne.
Oh, Lunar. Hey, how you doing?
Hi there.
I was talking about Nickelodeon and shit.
So, how the fuck do you feel right now, sir?
Alright, sorry, my internet connection is terrible.
Oh, the riots got
I saw
you?
the joint about Nickelodeon and shit, and heard what y'all was talking about. Y'all said what needed to be said. I remember when Nickelodeon, I actually only read this on the Wikipedia page. I read that Nickelodeon during 9/11 did not cancel all of their broadcasts.
Right, they kept the show going.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to get kids. So keep in mind, fucking 9/11 didn't get Nickelodeon to cancel their shows.
And honestly, even as bad as 9/11 is, I still don't think they should have. They did the right thing by not putting anything because
Or even saying anything about it. Period.
It was a good move too. Yeah. If they did say anything about it, it would have been on Nick News with that old lady. What was her name? Linda L or something?
Yeah, Linda Ellerby. Yeah.
Linda Ellerby.
So
yeah, I used to watch. Yeah.
Nobody liked Nick News anyway.
Nobody liked it. I mean, shit. When I was a kid, I just wanted to watch some fucking cartoons on it.
Yeah, I was only 1 year old during that time, so I don't know anything about what you people are talking about.
Oh God, let me tell you something. The world post the world pre 9/11 was a much different place. Let me just tell you that much.
Yeah, like you could get an AK-47 through airport security if you wanted to.
Shit, you can mail a battery through airport.
I still remember when I was a kid, when I was flying to Kansas with my grandma and family. I could actually see the airport cockpit, when it wasn't, it was just open.
You still
when you walk into the door. But
you still can. I was going on a flight to Jamaica last year, and you could see the the airplane cockpit.
Maybe I'm wrong. It's just the last time I've been on an airplane, and you just couldn't. I could be wrong about that, but sometimes I remember when you can when I was a kid, you can be like, oh, what does these buttons do? And then they'll show you oh yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I'm just glad that.
And then you have Clarence over flirting with you the whole time.
I guess the thing is, I don't know how to say this, but what I'm trying to get at is, if there's only two groups of people I hate, are moralists and hypocrites.
What's the difference?
Wait, what was the first one you said? I didn't hear you. I was
Moralists.
Moralists. What's that?
Someone who's someone who's
people who put themselves in a pedestal.
Yeah, people who are complete absolutists.
And you see, this is the reason why I had this whole big argument with my cousin over the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. Is he was trying to portray him like he was this big hero, but the thing is, Colin Kaepernick's working with the company Nike, and he was praising Nike, praising Colin Kaepernick, and Nike was responsible for all kinds of human rights abuses with the child labor in mostly Asian countries, right? Like Southeast Asia, East Asia. And I was just trying to explain that.
Library is sponsored by Nike.
But instead of listening to what I was saying, he tried to make it about Trump because he's so anti-Trump. He's like, "Oh, what about Trump? It's make America great again. That's we're made in China. What about that?" It's like, you just missed the point of what I'm saying. Nike's trying to portray themselves as moral standing, moral grandstanding company that fights for black people's rights, but they're abusing human rights of mainly Asian.
In China.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether.
And they're not calling out China. That's the thing. They're not. None of these companies would call out China.
Yeah, what do they call it? Suicide nets? That's what they got in the Chinese factories. They got suicide nets.
Right.
Yeah. So they don't allow their workers to kill themselves.
Exactly. They don't even have the right to end themselves. There's literally no rights. No rights. And
you are a slave till you die there.
I mean, aren't we all slaves until we die?
Yeah.
We just work to the end.
And on top of that,
I remember when.
Oh, okay. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, so you can continue after I say it, and then so the whole thing with Colin Kaepernick is he complains about oppression, things like that, but he's been on record supporting Fidel Castro and his policy.
So he's a fucking commie as well. Nice.
How you're talking about how oppressive it is, and then you talk about Fidel Castro and for his policy. How does that work?
It's less than oppression, so it's fine.
I don't know, man. It's just
but if you don't agree with the black man, you're a racist. But
I remember when niggas were burning Nike shoes and shit like that.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was high key stupid. Look.
Shit was
Does your current weapon suit you?
You should try various kinds of weapons until you find one you
What I
like.
would have done would just sell them instead of burning it, because you're not making money off of burning it. If you don't, I can understand you not wanting to support Nike's decision, but just sell the damn thing. There's plenty of sneakerheads who buy your shoes.
Yeah, but it's better optics to burn.
No, man. It makes you look kind of dumb, bro. It looks petty, burning shit. Just sell it.
I still remember.
At first, I was like that. I was kind of on that, but then I'm thinking myself, you're not making any money off that.
Nah, exactly. It's like people are still dying, and people are still being like oppressed. It's like you're not changing anything. Meanwhile, these companies can denigrate America and tell you, "Oh, America is a racist nation. It's filled with white. I mean, all sorts of like hatred, hatred and bigotry." Meanwhile, what the fuck is China? Hello.
Not only that, but I tweeted about this earlier on my Twitter. I also have a huge problem with people fetishizing Canada as being like this, feeling this problem-free utopia.
Woo! Let me tell you something about Canada. You better be goddamn lucky. People better be goddamn lucky they live in the United States, man. Because right now, if some shit happened in Canada, you can't even defend yourself now.
And their president is
Exactly.
But in Canada, they have a huge problem with trying to find minorities, like the indigenous people and even black people. Like if you go missing in Canada and you're black, it's over.
Bye bye.
Or if you're black or indigenous.
What do you mean go missing? What do you mean? Like getting
just
kidnapped?
No, not kidnapped. Just go missing out of nowhere, like mysteriously vanish. Anything.
I wonder if this has anything to do with President
never heard
Pooh
of this.
Bear.
So you're saying that black people and indigenous people are magically disappearing?
Yeah. It's a kind of little bit of a problem.
that.
It's kind of a little bit of problem here in Chicago. I mean,
whoa,
in America.
Hang on, Black Stage. I know both of us are black, but this is a problem I've never even really heard of.
Yeah. With oh boy, with Chicago, it's like you got a lot of young girls going missing, and a lot of black people going missing mysteriously, and let's just say it may not have to do with some presidents who may be modeled after
the collection point is just ahead. We have to endure
nostalgic
a bit
Disney
longer.
characters, let's say.
Why did this have to happen right after our certification mission?
And Washington D.C. has the same. Here in D.C. we have the same issue with lots of young black men and women missing and never being found again. They are found. It's either in a sewage ditch or in some kind of factory.
Yeah.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah, but Canada, getting back to Canada, lots of indigenous people as well missing. It's gotten so bad they've created like programs for missing and endangered indigenous people, and like Canada, like I keep saying, Canada is not this huge utopia. People make it out to be. It's not.
Yeah, it's like the people who claim they're the most virtuous are honestly the most like.
Honestly, at this point, I just accept the reality that there is no magic fairy.
Listen, if you're a grown adult and you believe in the concept of fairness, do you also believe in the tooth fairy or something? Like, come on.
No. Okay, no. Fiber and black. Let's just say the whole thing. You know, if you believe in it. Fucking years. You know, about the whole thing about equality and all that. Now, sorry, I had to burp. But, I've been saying this for years. Like, equality is good and bad. That's the problem. Am I not wrong? Like,
I don't even like. What do you mean by like equality? Like equality is kind of like a broad term. Like equality in economics.
What I mean? Okay, let me just say equality in terms of just due to the conflicts that we are going on with racial. Because I fucking hate identity politics.
Yeah, I do too.
What I mean by equality is we rip on each other equally. And I do that. I do that with a lot of people.
Like making jokes and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's watch our words here.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything because I know. But yeah, I rip on everyone equally. Yada yada yada. People rip on me. I have friends that do that. We laugh. Yada yada yada. We go about our day.
The thing I find funny is that the mainstream media seems that there's more racism in the world and that they're trying to stop it. But they're the main reasons for it. Like before, like getting into middle school, I never dealt with any problem racially related.
But the thing is,
people are just people.
No, the thing is, have I encountered racism before in my life? I mean, yeah. I mean, to be honest.
Me as well. Like I've had people say
I'm going as a return teletype ready.
it wasn't just a specific demographic. It was all kinds of people.
I'll clear them out with a photon blast. Buy me some time, rookies.
The thing is, I pinpointed it on my hand. One. Yeah. But where I go about my day of life, I just smile.
I think I figured out our approach.
Laugh,
It
smile.
has pretty thin legs for such a giant body. So let's try focusing our attacks on one of the
I go
legs.
to the convenience store, whatever store I go out, you just go, oh, hey, what's up? Just relax. Have I said things in the past? Yeah. I'll openly admit, yes, I have. Have you said anything about it? I don't know. Maybe they could. Maybe they couldn't.
When you say things to the fact, like saying, quote unquote, like offensive things, like behind closed doors, or are you talking about jokes?
Yeah.
Like just jokes, not like purposely offensive. Oh.
I just kind of assume everybody has.
Like, nobody's without sense. Let's be real.
Exactly, Dante. Like, I've told that. I've even said this before openly. I've sinned before. How many of y'all are actually correct enough to be actually? Because I've done it.
You want us to say the specifics, or just say the past? Yeah, I've definitely.
In general.
Completed! Well, yeah, we've all made mistakes, but whatever that may be, people make mistakes in games and review.
Yeah. You don't have to be specific about your sins. Now, I guess we've all had, or we still do have our friends that we can't. The point is, I'm trying to make is no one is perfect.
Right.
Yeah, no one's perfect.
Not bad. You held your own.
That's why I don't like.
I'm all set here.
Like,
So let's keep pressing on.
Kind of people I look up to. Like even if the people I look up to, I make sure not to like treat them like a god because people are flawed and something might come up and like, oh, they just.
I mean, I have people I treat like a god. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, was I not supposed to sacrifice those virgins to Sage?
You know, I like to say.
Wait, what?
I like to say. Okay, I'll be honest. I like to
Holy
say
shit.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Was that a
and
photon
Dan
blast?
Green. I'll be like, no,
Look what it did in just a split second.
But they're still human. You get what I'm saying? They're still human.
All thanks to you two standing firm. Appreciate that.
And I feel like a lot of people forget that.
Surrounding area
Yeah.
secured. We're
You'll
sending
do
in a telepipe now, so come on back.
And I've made my race joke. I've made my edgy joke. Not gonna say it. Black Sage, I know you're listening to the podcast. I'm keeping my. Next time you have a podcast, I'll keep myself censored. But yeah, we're all people. We're all people. We've all been there. We've made those jokes. We've said some things.
When it comes to the whole joke thing, I don't even really consider it a sin unless you might have accidentally offended someone. But I mean, the way when I'm meaning that by it is like it's like a close friend and you might have struck a chord with them and that might have hurt them. I'm not
Welcome
talking
back,
some
everyone.
random Twitter
I'm glad you made
lady
it
who
back in
can't
one
handle
piece.
jokes. I'm not talking
Everyone
about that.
okay?
Or
No
any of that shit.
injuries?
I'm talking like actual fan. But
yeah.
when it comes to the whole race jokes, it's like some people feel comfortable with them, some people don't. And it's all about like who's comfortable with who's not. Like personally, if it's like a close friend, I don't really care because I know you know you're not like that. You're just joking. But like if you're some random person I don't know and you're saying it, then obviously I'm not gonna feel comfortable with it.
Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. I'll openly say I equally
Hey,
brag
come
on
on. They
everybody.
had me watching out for him.
When it comes to the whole
you think
radio,
I'd let
it's just
something
not that big
happen?
of a deal to me. You know what I mean? Like with close friends, you know. I've even seen like when it
Now,
comes to the
for
whole
proper
race stuff and shit, I
introductions,
have seen black
I'm
people use
Zeno.
hard R,
The one
like
who
the
never
hard R.
shuts up is
Like,
Echo.
Pleasure meeting the two of you. Also, do me a favor and
That's how you
ignore
really
everything
take
he
the power
says.
away from like racial shit in the first
cheers.
place. Just
The
make
name's
it a
off.
joke. Like instead of
Pleasure's
getting
all
a
ours,
thing that,
love.
like, full ass
And
at
this
it.
here's my new mate.
As long as you're not doing it in
We're
a,
pretty
in a
fresh out of
hateful,
training and
purposeful manner, it
barely
shouldn't
started
matter
learning what's
too
what in
much.
Ox.
I mean, this was basically Mel Brooks' entire
Don't
philosophy.
sweat the details, kid.
Wait,
Let the
who?
higher-ups worry
Mel
about
Brooks.
it. Or get stuck figuring it out for
Like,
yourself.
I heard the last name Brooks. What's the first name?
Mel.
Most things
Mel
back there
Brooks.
fall spawn. They're
Mel
pretty much Ark's enemy number one. That's about all I can tell
The
you.
thing is, it's like,
You're
I've said
actually
some things.
kind of lucky you had to face the hard truth
I
about life
realized
in
I was
Arcs
wrong.
right away.
It's
Keeps you from holding on to any
it's fine
illusions,
to
at
accept
least.
it. It's
Have a
basically what
little
I'm trying to say
sympathy,
is,
Zeno. These kids just
I
got
feel
thrust
as
into the
though
middle of a battlefield. They must
we
be
all said some
shocked.
edgy shit.
Well,
We learn
sitting
from
around dwelling on it won't make us
realize,
not at
damn.
war with the fall spawn.
I said that.
The sooner you rip off that bandage, the
All
longer
right,
you can
we move
survive.
on.
Like the only thing you gotta be careful with is
Oh,
the
come
rabbit
on,
hole,
don't
'cause
scare them.
edgy jokes.
You
can
both
turn
made
to
it back
actual,
in one
beliefs
piece,
if you're
right?
not careful and
Certification
people-
mission
well,
completed.
well,
That's the one
That's
thing you
cause
gotta
to
be careful.
celebrate.
That's true.
That's my.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
It's not like you could just trip.
Attaboy, often. Even if nothing makes sense, long as you have the willpower to grit your teeth and nod, you'll
No,
do just
no,
fine.
no.
That
The thing
pain,
is, I've
that
joked
frustration
about-
you feel, never forget it.
Before I
And never
go to
give
bed,
up. If you
one
can
of the
handle
main
that,
jokes
you'll manage.
I personally like to joke about with my friends.
Zeno's got away with words, doesn't
Even
he?
online.
Until you realize he stole
I
them
joke
all
about
wholesale
committing
from someone
arson.
else.
I do.
Thanks,
I
Echo.
like to joke
Just
about
blow
it.
everything wide open, why don't ya? Anyway, my mentor's wisdom is
I
my
like to joke
wisdom.
about being like, oh, I'm gonna burn down this.
Nice
I'm gonna burn
saying.
down
Did
this.
you come up with
I'm
it
gonna burn down
yourself?
this shit.
And besides,
Like, no,
you always
this
do
shit
whatever
needs
you
to burn
want,
down.
never giving a thought to all
But
my
when I
hard
do
work.
But when
Yeah?
I do it,
Is it my fault
no,
you're
no, no,
always
but
late?
hear me out.
Stuff it, Zeno! Look, we're
That's
finally
wrong.
arriving at the Ark ship. Quit standing there
But,
snickering and
would
help
I
with the
do it? Would
preparations,
I do it?
rookie.
Would I actually commit a sin? No.
Yeah, I think you would. Not
But
Oh, you just posted a photo of Carson.
no,
Oh, not you. It wasn't you. It was someone else.
no, ram it. I wouldn't actually commit art because I know the law. Well, if I committed art, I would go to prison for 10 years, 20 years if I committed a murder, if someone died, and I would actually be sentenced. That's what I mean by edgy shit. That's not really the word, it's just edgy. That's why I feel like some people don't really can comprehend the joke.
Well, I wouldn't say so much. But here's the thing: people are allowed to make jokes. You know, nobody's without sin, and I feel that the social justice is pretty much a new religion at this point. You know, I feel like intersectionality is kind of a new religion, and ultimately, I would say that is this woke dogma is that getting people pissed off, it's getting people tired. I mean, look at this stuff that you again going all the way back to what Nickelodeon did. That's something that pisses a lot of people off. Like you're over here trying to scare people's children into their homes, the last sanctuary they have for escapism, to escape to a safe place, and you have these children becoming emotionally and mental wrecks just because, you know, they want to protest Black Lives Matter. It's like,
Wait, what? Yeah, and I'm a grown adult, and I can
Hold on, what'd you say?
Whose brain isn't fully functional, and is just starting to learn things about the world.
The thing is like.
Hold it right there, mister. The report comes first.
Yeah, like I don't know that.
Well, the thing is, there's no method about how you should teach it. It's just sharing your own experiences to ensure that your future child.
But that should be left. But here's the thing. That should be left up to. That should be left up to the parents. That should be left up to these corporations who are there just to show freaking SpongeBob.
I'm just gonna say, my parents at the very least, my mom never told me anything about race or anything. She just sent me to school, and that's it. Like she didn't say anything. I didn't start talking about race until someone said something racist to me. That was the first time we talked about it. After someone had initiated a racist comment towards me.
I mean, yeah, I knew what racism was when I was like, I didn't understand the grasp of racism until I was 14. But then it was just like, oh, someone hates me for the color of my skin? Like, oh, okay.
Like, I of course knew about the term. Like, I knew about it. Like, I knew about, well, of course, I know about Martin Luther King Jr. I learned about all that stuff, the civil rights era movement and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
so I was aware. But
here's the
that,
thing,
to
like,
me, as a little kid, because I was like naive and stuff, I'm like, oh, that was in the past. Now is now. We're all human. That's it. And I didn't even, and because they only focused on at that point, they only focused about racism against black people. Because I wasn't black, I just assumed it couldn't happen to me until it did happen. And at that point, I didn't even see myself as Asian, like, because they barely, I don't know. It's just weird. Because, I don't know, when I looked in the mirror, I just didn't even see Asian. I just saw a person. That's it. I didn't even think about it until someone made it.
I mean, for Vibra, that's how I pronounce your name.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. I just make race jokes. I don't hate anybody.
Now, that's fine. If you're just making jokes, it's not a problem. I don't care.
You're still a person. No. Hang on, Black Station.
Well, no, I was gonna actually.
You're still a person.
Yeah.
Okay. We're all human. We're all human. It's just I understand where you're getting from. It's just like you just don't want that shit pushed in your face. It's just like, oh, you have to hate these people. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, what? It's just like a big what. And I see a lot to the point where, like, I think to myself, like, yeah, I see it, but then it's like, oh, you should hate that they're just saying this. Like, yeah, but not everybody. I mean, as much as I edgy post, shit post, yada yada. Let me just say this. The only two things I really hate in this world are the UK government and the Chinese government. Now, I've made my joke.
What about the Australian government?
No,
let's just say that pretty much all governments have corruption. Like, let's just get that out.
Okay.
Some are worse than others, because as bad as the U.S. is, at least we have the right to defend ourselves against the tyrannical government firearms. Because I'm not just part Asian. I'm also like, maybe, I don't know. It's weird because I'm part Brazilian and part Filipino. Philippines is in Asia, so that's where the Asian parts come from, and the other part is Brazilian.
But the thing is, when I call out the Chinese government, people are like, "Oh, you're racist. You're racist."
Well, anyone who says that is an actual fucking retard. I can't. Just don't even talk to them. Don't waste your breath on morons like
I have some.
Well, rookies, I guess you're on your own now. Can't play babysitter forever.
Many fucking years.
Still, maybe it was fate that brought us together like this. If you ever need anything, don't be a stranger. Be seeing ya.
Good luck out there.
If I hated Asian people, I would have straight up said, no, hear me out.
A couple of hurricanes.
When people say like, oh, you're getting mad about the
all that
Chinese
stuff we just went through.
You're racist.
Either way.
Yeah,
but the thing is that
bushed.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but the fact
this
is,
looks like the lobby for us Ox operatives.
You literally govern. What does that have to do with people?
Exactly.
Should be plenty of shops there. Plus some places
you can continue, but I just want to say
every once in a while.
that you just debunked them
without
In
even
any
having to
case,
say that. You said the government.
I'm going
You
to
didn't
walk
say
around a
people.
bit and take a breather.
So you don't even have to like explain yourself. You said the government.
I'm gonna need some
There
time to
is-
decompress and process what just happened.
There is
Take it easy, mate.
common mindset that, oh, we are the government. The government is the people.
Nope.
Just saying.
Government is its own entity.
Like, don't get me wrong. I rip on, like I said before, I rip on everyone equally, love everyone equally, yada yada yada. Don't care. But when I get serious, I know the terms of the Chinese government. Oh, you're racist against Chinese people? Like, no. Okay, first of all, one, if I was racist, I would fucking hate Asian people. Two, me being hating a nationality is not fucking right.
Well,
maybe you could argue
so
it's
to just bring
discriminatory,
to bring it all back to, I don't want to get too deep into what's going on right here. That's a conversation for a different day.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What I can say,
Allow me to give you an
gosh,
overview
what
of
I-
our ARC's mission practical instruction program. The purpose of these ARC's missions
So what I can
is to
say
offer you a
basically is
practical way
that
to learn the basics of the organization by completing various
escapism is really desperately needed in these days.
tasks.
You know,
that's fine, bro.
Once we actually get
it's
started.
like
I'll open the
people,
main menu automatically here for you.
a lot of people right now are just depressed. They don't want to deal with it anyway. They don't want to be pushed with politics 24/7. They just want to just escape. And that's not a sinful thing for a lot of people.
Now please select ARC's
And
missions from
we
the
can
quest
work
menu.
on these issues on another day. And like I said, there's a time and place for everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yes,
right
exactly.
now, when you're trying to push all of this woke propaganda into escapist entertainment, it gets people crazier and crazier and crazier. That's part of the reason why
is literally-
we have all these riots now. This isn't because of George Floyd. This is long since being against it. It's pretty much it's long. It's been long since George Floyd has been long since left out of the equation. It's now because of whatever social grievance somebody has.
Hey, black.
Yeah.
Remember during the Trayvon Martin shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 20 years old when that shit happened. Now, okay, gotta speak to you, black man to black
Do you
man.
understand how to go about checking out ARC's
Me
missions
and-
now?
Yeah.
All right.
Next, let's take a look
Do
at
we
how to
both
progress through these
agree?
missions.
Black.
Go and speak with Rebecca here in front of you,
But with the
and
move
accept the
of-
story quest,
of
an
black.
encounter with Shion.
Now, what did you say? Hold on.
Okay. Do we agree with the movement of black? Like, okay, yeah. Let me. Black Lives Matter, but we don't agree with Black Lives
Which quest
Matter.
are you up for?
I don't like Black Lives Matter at all. And I say this
Oh.
because we don't need a slogan or a trending slogan in order to promote civil rights. That I think that cheapens the whole movement.
Okay. You were getting. I should have clarified what I was saying. I agree with you. I am wrong. But the thing is like, how could I put it? All lives matter, of course.
Yes.
Okay. But at the same extent, years ago, because I remember this whole thing started with not because of Trayvon, was the Mike Brown shit, was the Black Lives Matter. Fuck,
I
I'm
have been
drinking.
expecting you.
Black Lives Matter. Hashtag.
Yeah.
And you've been in.
No, there is a discrepancy in the perception
When
of
I
that
see
phrase.
that,
Perhaps
personally,
I am the
it's
one who
not
has kept you waiting.
a radicalization or anything. It's just all my friends matter. All my friends matter.
Of course.
All of them.
They should matter.
I don't. And family too. People I care about deeply.
I think I know where you're going with this. It's like, I think you care more about your inner circle than you do about somebody else who's miles away with you. and that's okay. It's like, listen, I think we can all agree that George Floyd was senselessly murdered.
Oh yeah,
Definitely. He was. Yeah. Let's be real. Like, nobody is in disagreement
Pretty much,
with that. And
the
people
only
were
people
willing...
who would like the murder were actual racists. Pretty
yeah,
much.
and here's the
anyone
thing.
who is not a racist, like just a normal person, no matter who you're on the spectrum, disagree with it. Like everyone with a pair of eyeballs who saw.
I am a being who is capable only of observation.
Was unjust.
I will not
interfere
no one's
with
arguing.
you.
And everybody was willing to get on board with it. And both people on the left side and the right side, they were on board with it. But the thing is that you let extremists control the narrative to the point that now that people are more divided than ever before. And just, folks, it's like we could have had a more mature discussion about this situation. But you have people you have the mainstream media who is just stoking the fires. They're stoking the division, like pouring gasoline on fire. And now we got all these riots, and nobody's even talking about George Floyd anymore.
Yeah,
they arrested the
motherfucker.
They arrested the motherfucker.
The mainstream media is basically like the Eric Andre meme where he shoots the guy. It's like, who shot him? You did. You're the one causing division. You know, it's starting the fires, like you're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like, right now, now's not the time to keep stoking these fires. It's like, and you're actually gonna make people sympathize with fucking Trump. That's the fucking funny thing. You're making people sympathize with a dude who's pretty much a con artist. So when you have like a con artist media mogul looking more virtuous than an established news establishment, it starts to get iffy, man. And that's what you got to keep in mind is that, gosh, all these corporations that are doing this virtue signaling, they're not helping. They're not helping. All you're doing is empty virtues. And the numbnuts who are supporting this, it's like they're not understanding that cheap digital packs don't mean a damn thing at the end of the day.
Bro, honestly, everyone, like all kinds of people are using this as an opportunity. You got the looters using this opportunity. You got the corporations using this opportunity.
However,
even politicians, like you saw Joe Biden making a speech talking about, we stand with the community, we stand against Trump. Well, not even a couple days ago, he said that if you didn't vote for him, you ain't black.
Bro,
I don't want to hear you talk.
Two things. One, it's always been about taking down Trump. Two, Black Stage. Last thing, Black to Bagman talk.
Yeah.
Black, I gotta ask you, how old are you? Just curious.
28-ish. Yeah.
Wait, you're 28?
Well, 27 going on 28.
Damn, man. So we're both the same age.
Right.
No, it's just funny to me because I see a lot of people younger than me talking about these things. Same as Black. Not trying to undermine anyone else that's not, race. I don't like to use the term people of color because
it's black. Yeah, I'm black. It's just that simple.
The POC term is really stupid.
It's fucking. It's actually more fucking racist to say that, really. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Black. I'll share a story about you with that later. But it really makes me feel nice because I'm not lying to you, bro. I really did try to say this shit years ago, and people did think I was crazy. I warned them about trad thoughts, all this shit, everything.
Therefore, I can really set you
what do you say?
I have calculated
trad
every potentiality and will exhibit them here.
No, trad thoughts. It's like trad thoughts.
I think he's talking about trad Catholic and then traditional Catholics.
Traditionalist and conservative.
Right.
I tried to.
Can you go a little bit into that? Like, I'm not too like.
Okay. You know the term e-thoughts.
Gather divergences and bring forth the
I
inevitable.
tried to warn people
the
about
divergence
trad
matrix
where
will
everyone
aid
is
you
always
in this
about,
task.
I want a trad GF.
You were warning people about people wanting a traditional girl?
I am a being who is only capable of observation. My
so you're
role is
warning
not
people
to guide
to
you.
go against?
Thus
No.
will the divergence
Okay.
matrix show you the way.
Let me say this.
I pray
Remember how
that the
back
path
then
born of my regret will
people-
serve as a beacon to guide you when a compass cannot.
Fuck. I
Forgive me.
I really hate that.
I drone
the fact
on
that
without
we have
comprehending how difficult it must be to grasp
decipher this
such vague
shit.
sentiment.
Well, let me just go.
I
old
will
school for a
restructure
second.
my thoughts and
Okay.
state them again.
Remember back in the day,
Hear my
the whole
request.
gamer girl bullshit.
I bid
oh,
you
I'm
go
a gamer
to
girl.
Navarius.
GRL.
I will not say the reason.
Okay.
I cannot. The answer
I've seen
exists
shit.
only in
Neither
your future.
Sarkassian bullshit.
I am solely
Zoe
an
Quinn
observer.
bullshit.
I can do
Who
nothing
else am I
but
forgetting?
observe.
Sorry, the alcohol's kick. But I'll use those two for an example.
Yeah, okay.
I seen that. It's basically like a pattern. Now I'm not trying to be like fuck bitches. Now if you want me to go to my fuck bitches, I'll go to my when I was clubbing. Not gonna get into that.
Can I interrupt just a little bit? Like,
Go ahead.
When it comes to the whole like gamer girl, I think it's different than Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian. Like, it's their gamer girl. Like those girls exploited their sexuality to like get into like I don't know, like exploited their sexuality, the fact that they're female, and using sexuality to like get popular or something like that. Kind of like how you got a bunch of these Twitch streamers who were like half naked, getting a bunch of stream donations and shit like that. Like I can't blame them. If I was a woman and I was attractive, I'd be doing the same shit. So I'm not, hating on their hustle. Use your body for your advantage and shit. But, that's what I think about when I think of gamer girl. Like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn are more like the feminist type, more so than the
Okay. Now my best example. You were also right.
Welcome to PSO2.
What I think is
You are about to embark on a grand adventure on the
what I'm
universal
trying to get at
stage,
is, like,
serving as a member
one,
of ARCS.
using political agenda. Two, I don't
In
care about a lot of
PSO2,
these things.
you can participate
Three
in ARCS missions
is
that will allow you to unlock new
the whole
content
ego,
and receive a variety of rewards.
I should have referenced this.
From
I
the main
remember
menu,
the old YouTube days
you can access
of,
your ARCS
Reply Girl,
missions
the whole
via
Reply
the
Girl
shortcuts button.
phase.
The story of
And,
PSO2 is revealed
there
through the
was
completion
also
of story
the
quests.
thing about,
However,
like-
ARCS
like, I
missions
don't
do not
care
include
what people
any
do.
content
I
linked
just
to
hate
story
hypocrites.
progression,
I just
so
really
you can
fucking
complete
hate
these missions
hypocrites.
at your own pace.
And what I think to myself is, with this whole new age of gamer girls, not trying to hate on women or anything, it's like, who the fuck cares? Okay, which one of y'all is pissing?
What?
I hear the noise.
What the hell?
Yeah, I heard noise.
Dude,
Wow,
I'm pretty sure I muted myself, bro. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. Fucking wow. Okay. Okay.
I swear to God, the mute logo was on, bro. I swear to God, I was literally looking at it as you said that, and the mute logo was there.
I couldn't help but wonder if you were doing some serious R. Kelly shit.
Oh god.
That's not muted. I'm sorry.
It's not the first
But I
time.
swear the mute logo was there. It
fuck?
was on. Let me check if this mute button even works.
It's not the first
Rah, rah,
time.
rah, 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 rah.
What do you require?
It's not the
Can you
first
hear me?
time. I can hear you, but
Yeah, I can
that's
hear
not
you.
the.
Okay,
Just
the mute button.
No more pissing.
What do you need?
Okay, I'm sorry. The
I'm
mute
sorry.
button's not
And no shitting either. God damn it, please.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but that.
Moving on.
All right.
What do you need?
But I did try to warn people about this whole trad thought shit, and why I tried to warn people about this whole trad thought shit, basically trad cat,
Are you talking about the traditional wives, like the ones who stay at home to cook and shit? Is that what you're talking about? And you're warning about that.
No, I actually did warn this years ago. Was because it's the same as the e-girl shit. They just use it to gain popularity. It doesn't. I'm not trying to pull the shit up just like all women are doing it. No, it's e-girl shit. They just do it. They follow the trend, yada yada yada. They do it.
So you're
Same
saying
thing.
that back in the day you saw a trend of women wanting to be traditional housewives and you were warning people about it?
Pretending.
Okay, I'm sorry. To pretend that they are.
No. It's a trend. Oh,
It's a trend.
No. Hear me out. Just hear me out. God, I'm sorry. I'm drunk, but just hear me out. Hear me out. It's a trend of just girls that like to hop on trends.
Oh, you're saying trend, not trad. I think I was getting your words mixed up. I'm just making sure.
No.
You're saying trend, not trad.
No. They're still trad thought. But it's a trend. But it's a trend.
So they're just following the trend. They're not genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And you're warning people about fake traditional girls.
No. I'm warning a trend about people just following the trend.
Oh, people just follow trends just to be part of the mainstream. So they feel accepted. And you're just using the trad wife as an example.
No. It's not just the trad wife. It's scene
Back
shit,
soon.
the goth shit. I don't know what other trend I got, but I got scene, goth, and trad. That's all I know.
It sucks when you follow a trend, but you legitimately like it, and as soon as the trend's over, you're still stuck with it.
The thing was, we were dealing with the gamer shit because they like to pull the, I'm not like other people. I've already seen that shit.
I'm not like other girls.
Mm-hmm.
I have snake arms.
They were pulling that shit, taking pictures of themselves being sexually with game controllers and all that shit. I've seen. Now, if I wasn't drunk, well, I'm not drunk. If I was drunk, I really wouldn't care right now, but...
Welcome to my cafe.
Whoa, look at the knockers on this chick. Jesus Christ.
This is where we help arts operatives who are into gathering.
Excuse me? I've seen it. It's the same. The gamer girl.
Gathering is collecting materials and ingredients by harvesting or fishing while you explore a planet.
Seen it all. It's the same shit. They pull the same bull crap.
If you bring those materials and ingredients here, we'll cook them up or turn them into skill rings for you.
I don't want to go.
Hey, back in the day, didn't we just call them posers?
Exactly.
If you have any questions, please ask
I know
her.
it's posers, but I just...
Okay,
I guess
make yourself
in
at
this
home.
environment, if I were to stay crap, people would say I'm going men that go their own way, like MGTOW. And I'm not.
MGTOW, you mean?
Wait, what is that? Couldn't hear you.
MGTOW.
Yeah.
Men go their own way.
What Sock said was MGTOW. I never heard it say it like that.
Yeah, it's men go their own way. It's essentially like a bunch of men who are just
No.
He knows about MGTOW, he just never heard it pronounced like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sock
okay.
got it. Yeah, I never heard it MGTOW.
I've heard of it.
Well, guys, it looks like, wow, what is it, 2:13 a.m.? Jesus Christ. Well,
Also, go ahead, finish, Black.
I think it's about time to just wrap things up.
Probably.
Got a hell of a time getting this thing started in the first place, and I don't want to bore my audience that much anymore. So,
Well, I think that ship sailed a long time ago.
Also,
True.
I still want to share some negative things with you. You
It's
know,
alright.
'cause
I couldn't help myself.
if you ever got time, I'm open. I'm open, man. I'm a person that will hear it all. Don't care.
All right then. I think this is about time we just wrap this stream up. So, you guys got any final words?
Final words. If we want to get into game speak, I'll stream my whatever bullshit game I feel like streaming. If y'all want to
What's
just have
GameSpeak?
fun. Yeah, if we go to GameSpeak, I'll stream whatever. I don't give a crap.
No, I mean, what's GameSpeak? Like, you said something about going on GameSpeak.
Oh no, what I was.
I think
Oh,
that's
no,
in
what
the
I was gonna-
Discord, right?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. I'll stream. Okay, because Black Gamer, Mr. Perverted, I'm perverted too. Yes. Before you know me, good Sage, I'm going down with you too.
Oh boy.
Don't you put that oh boy on me. We like titties. We gonna show these people we like titties.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we can all agree that titties are awesome.
Also,
even the anime titties.
But good stream. Sorry for sorry. Okay.
What the hell was that?
God damn it, Fiber.
God, my ears.
Sorry about that.
What
Sorry
was
about
that?
that.
That
My
was
voice
Fiber.
changer.
You
That was
you
my
should
bad.
you should have saved that for the end. But
Yeah,
apologize to anyone that actually listens to the stream that heard me say some negative things because I said I edgy shit post. I apologize to everyone here. I am an edgy shit poster, but did not know that people weren't aware of that. My mistake. I apologize if you get offended. This is the internet, but once again, apologize. Good talk.
Okay.
I'll keep.
This is the internet.
Anybody else?
I think that's it. Yeah.
It was fun. Hope to
Yeah, it
do
was
this
fun. That
again
was fun. That was
sometime.
nice.
It
I
was
gotta
fun.
go to bed.
Bed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know it's your bedtime now. I know some of y'all still live in your parents' house, so I'll let you do that.
Collins out.
I have to fly out tomorrow, so.
Oh boy. Well, hopefully where you're going is not on fire. So.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. Final words: don't get COVID and don't get caught up in the riots.
Yeah.
And always wear rubber. Alright guys, that's all for the stream. Thank you very much for watching. All 7 of you. Nice. And on that note, we'll leave. See you live later. Peace out.
Alright.